What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, where today we are going to be watching the entirety of the 2025 BDGE / Snapback Office Fantasy Football Draft. Obviously, we know what happened last year. Joe, unfortunately, getting last place, and Jack falling to JL in the championship. Let's see who's going to come out on top this year. Gonna jump right into it, because I'm going to watch the entirety of the hour and 53-minute long video.
And this is going to be the greatest, most highly anticipated fantasy football league the world will ever know.
I love the hype that they're building up for this, truly.
$5K prize. It won't be because of the last place punishment. It's because of the dudes in this room right here and the journeys that we go through.
Juwan Jennings.
Underdogs.
What a crazy week.
Enemies and actually hating each other, all right? This league is going to be as great as we make it in here. Let's capture what it means to be in the best fantasy football league ever. And other than that, I wish you all the worst of luck.
Nah, I'm done with football. This is my last year in the football league.
Such a roller coaster for this league last year. Everybody had their own, ups and downs. We thought that we were getting Joe on the comeback. I believe the entire time, unfortunately, didn't work out. But new year, new slate. Expecting big things from Joe. And I'm hoping that everybody's kind of balanced. I'm expecting to see some craziness. I'm expecting to see some wild picks. I'm just not sure who's going to make them.
One touchdown for the rest of our lives. Let's go! Fuck you, Jack!
Hey, Gut, go fuck yourself.
The second
So,
pick, I would like to choose Lamar motherfucking Jackson, baby! Let's go! Great pick.
I don't remember exactly what the layout of their leagues are. Quarterback scoring in the first round makes me think that it was a super flex, but I don't entirely remember. I'm gonna go off of that point though. If Lamar Jackson is going in the first round. Oh, Nick.
I'm giving you essentially
Losing his absolute mind every week in fantasy.
You put it through? Derek Carr goes back to being a pumpkin.
Whether it was this or deal or not a deal, God, like every week.
My beloved Rashi Rice is dead.
I peaked in week 1.
That's just gonna be the thing.
So did I.
This year is just every team that I versed, their best games are gonna be against me, and my team's just not gonna show up ever.
Best moment of the year, best piece of content goes to, with 51.1% of the vote, Kareem Hunt, Monday Night Miracle. Joe,
Joe.
still looking for his first win. Needs Kareem Hunt to score about.
I can't fucking do this. I can't play fantasy football anymore.
Joe literally needs a 4-yard carry to win. What he's not doing on the field, that's elite.
What I say? Fucking Pete Hines in the game.
These fuckers better not put Kareem Hunt on the field right now.
This has to be the best moment from
It's
the
like the
year.
last play of the Chiefs offense.
Not even joking. This has to be the best moment from this year. Such a tough 5-6 yard carry.
Oh my god.
And look,
Oh my God.
Sexy is not.
That was enough. He got fucking
Sexy is
5
not
yards.
having it.
Chase Brown.
I could not believe
21.5
that.
fantasy points.
Bro.
Touchdown, Chase Brown.
I just want to say congratulations to Jack, man. That is a hell of a comeback to go make the playoffs.
It's a wrap. Done. Cooked.
We all thought that
Totally
Jack
cooked.
was
We're in shambles over
probably gonna play super poor. Dude, super poor last year. I'm not even gonna lie to you. There's a lot of questionable decisions, but second place, not much you can really say about that.
Amo and JL, Cavs of Destiny.
My boy didn't show up, that's it.
We
did it. We made it past the first round. The Cavs and Destiny.
Unfortunate,
They
J-Mo.
came back.
I'm expecting big things. I played against J-Mo last year in an underdog draft.
Ain't got no hope. This team is the
And
undoubted,
I won it,
undisputed
so
favorite.
Official. The jug is dead.
It's the Final Four. What do we have here?
I hope J-Mo has bigger things. Bigger things this year. I'm expecting huge things. Gutterstein, I want bigger things from Gut.
Kirk Cousins fucking sucks. Darnell Mooney fucking sucks. And you have to play bum-ass Mason Rudolph.
And I'm stuck from eating all that lettuce meat. Let's go, baby!
JL, a freight train right now.
So, Gut, check the record. 0-1, you lose to me. 0-2, you lose to me. Playoffs, time for redemption. You lose to me. 0-3. You see that? Keep betting those games,
That's
all right, buddy?
crazy.
Get it the fuck done.
We started the season 0-3. They said we were dumb. They said we were stupid. But they were wrong. Big Cavs of Destiny, they're coming for you, Jack Settleman.
Lamar Jackson dropped us a 30 burger. Thank you, Lamar. Travis Kelce dropped us a 20 burger, baby.
Caleb Williams going for 6.5 is
Not gonna lie.
It's JL till it's
crazy
fucking
unfortunate,
back.
honestly.
You know what
Choosing
I'm saying? BDGE
Chiggy
brings the championship
Okonkwo over Mark Andrews. I understand that he had like a rough, year last year, but choosing to bench Mark Andrews is absolutely insane.
For the first year of your idiot league mates.
We did it, boys. Perseverance.
Kenny Pickett going for 16 points last year and outscoring
about integrity.
your starting quarterback is also
It's a story
insane.
about the men with the big calves and the boys with the little baby tiny calves.
Season 2 about to be a movie. Now let's see how they decide this this draft order. Last year, Combine, right? I'm curious to see what happens. I like the cam. I love the helmet cam. Noggin. Season 2. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Wow. So, are you serious? Stop fucking time, yeah, I mean, it's none of our bees that are all in the room.
Welcome to New York.
All right. Draft order. Simulated horse race. We have 12.
Nick looking
horses on the field.
fresh.
This will run for what, 60 seconds? Ish, give or take. If your horse finishes in
He's got to be
first place,
6'5".
you have the 101. If the horse finishes
On a
in
bad
seventh
day, on a
place,
bad
you have
day.
the 107. Like last year, you're allowed to trade draft picks, but wholly draft picks. If you're trading the 107 for the 101, you are the 101 for the remainder of the draft. We're not doing multiple random draft picks throughout. Gets too confusing. Horses ready?
Random horse.
Those are people. Let's fucking go.
Sexy calling in. Oh, come on. I don't even know who I want to have like the first overall pick. Who am I rooting for in this race? Obviously, I think I want Joe to, I think the fan favorite has got to be Joe after, everything last year. So, Joe, you can only go up from here. I think if I was in this position, I'd probably want to be right in the middle of the pack. I like picking like a 6th, 7th pick. So I'm looking at I'm looking at like Joe, Gut. It looks like Jay is, holding up the show. Casey back there as well. Ron coming in. Ron about to take first place. Ron gonna go ahead. He's gonna grab first. Nate grabbing second. Nick moves in for the 3rd pick. 4th pick getting passed at the end by Tony. Jack taking 5th. And Joe takes 6th. That's a good pick that is a perfect pick for Joe. 7th, JL. Gut taking up 8th. Casey taking up 9th. Photo finish. Adam 10th, Jay 11th, and Sexy Patterstein 12th. Sexy Patterstein taking up 12th. It could not have gone any better for Joe, though. Let me tell you, it could not have gone any better for Joe. 6th.
How was it the loser last place? 12.
You love to see it. No, I don't mind a 12th position. I don't know, Sexy.
So,
I missed it.
It's 11:32. We decided the draft order about 5 minutes ago, and I've already made the first trade of the season on brand. I ended up with the 3 spot, which I was actually stoked about, but I did trade back 1 spot to Nick, who had 4. I'm gonna say a little bit of my strategy out loud here in front of everyone out.
Tony no dimes.
Essentially, there's 4
trading
quarterbacks
back
that I
one
kinda think are
pick.
in the top tier, so I'm getting the last one, but they're all relatively the same to me. Allen, Lamar, Hurts, JD. As long as I get one of them, I'm good with it. And I also kind of want to be in the middle. Last year, being on the end, didn't like having to wait so long for a couple picks. So
Me and Tony made a swap for 4. I kind of knew what player I wanted before, and now hearing him confess about his spot, I would have gotten him regardless. So I don't feel as good about making the trade.
Damn.
Great start.
Nick, unfortunately, making that decision, but getting that 3rd spot, I'm curious to see who Nick's guy is. Certainly, it has to be one of the top 3 quarterbacks.
Every decision you make today will determine the outcome of the rest of your life. Do not fuck up. Do not do anything bad with Nick. Don't trade with Nick.
Don't
Just do what you need to do to
the
win
disrespect
this
while he's
fucking
holding
league.
the man
Let's
up
have a day.
is crazy. The yellow suit is not doing it, Casey. You look like
put Ron on the clock then.
What's the
2
dude's
minutes on
name
the
from
clock.
Curious George?
101.
101.
101.
Ron,
And you're already
I
league
imagine.
mates. I will be selecting Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson, interesting, over Josh Allen. I imagine first 4 picks
All right,
are
we're here.
probably going to be
Rookie
exactly
season.
what you expect
I'm
them
out
to
here
be.
looking like a damn your idiot's substitute teacher here. I was told to dress up in a suit. I don't got a suit. I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a child, but I do have a button down and a tie, so that's what we're out here with. Very excited. I am here for the first time. First year in your idiot league mates. Down to maybe just fuck around and win it all. I don't know. I'm kind of on my Derrick Rose shit right now. Why can't I be the champion of this league? Everyone's going to be using Nick's rankings. I think that that's going to create some really fun opportunities for me where maybe
I
there's
don't
some guys that Nick
understand,
likes that I don't
you
like.
know.
There's some guys that I like, Nick doesn't like, and I can get some values on the board. And then on
Certainly
top of
they
that,
have
the
their
first
own
overall pick, which
rankings.
the first overall pick in fantasy football is kind
Can't-
of cursed,
everybody
right?
can't be
After last
using
year,
Nick's
brutal, but
rankings, right?
in Superfly, it's a little different. Like these quarterbacks, they just are kind of, they are what they are. So I think we're going to take Lamar Jackson. He's amazing. I think it's a toss-up between him or Josh Allen, but I give the tiebreaker to Lamar. I just want, look, when I'm watching this team on Sundays, just give me Lamar. He's electric. Josh Allen in the AFC East. I can't see him score, 4 touchdowns versus the Jets. And then I also think, I don't know, maybe he's due for a little regression on the rushing touchdown side of things. I think Lamar, just a more electric player. I don't know. We're splitting ties here, but the turn will be tricky, though. I will be honest. The turn will be tricky because you're going to have like 24 picks between each turn. So I got to really kind of predict what the market's
quite
going
a
to do.
ways.
But excited to be here. Excited to just win. I think we're just going to win. That's really what my strategy is here. It's just we're going to go out there,
especially in a
we're
super
going to draft the good
league.
players. We're going to fade the bad
I don't
ones,
want,
and we'll
you
come
know,
out on
I don't
top
want
in
the.
December.
This is going to be a
So,
super hot
all
take,
right,
but I
see
don't
you
want the
guys.
Josh Allens. I don't want the Lamar Jacksons
As a Jets
of the
fan,
world.
I fucking hate this dude. It's time I finally put him to work. Number 2, Josh Allen.
Yeah. I just don't really
Snapback
want
trivia
these
Nate
guys.
is
I want to
back
have much
again
more of a
for
middling
another
pick
year of
where I can get a
your
top
league mates.
quarterback,
I am not scared to hire this year. I am
but still be
experienced.
toward
I
that
know how
middle where
Superflex
I can
works.
also
I
get,
am ready to
a
redeem myself from an
top
awful
receiver,
last
top
season.
running back
Pulled the
on
number
that
2
turn.
overall pick. Really couldn't have been easier for me.
Sometimes you
Ron
can
takes
get
Lamar number 1. I jump
the
on Josh
Jalen
Allen.
Hurts
Hate him
of the
as a Jets
world
fan,
at like
but
the
the time I
6th
put him to
pick,
work,
depending
couldn't have
on
started better. I know what I'm
the guys
doing. I
ahead
have
of
a
you,
strategy,
maybe choosing
and I am ready
Jamar,
to
maybe
surprise
choosing
these guys
Bijan,
because they
Gibbs,
think I'm a
etc.
pushover. They're about to learn. They're about to find out.
Hated Joe Burrow
Nick?
last year. We hated Jamar Chase. There are
Going
a tier
third.
4 quarterbacks at the top of this draft. I won't be taking any of them.
Really?
Holy shit.
Jamar Chase, I respect that. That's a decision, honestly,
Got off the
truly.
clock to 103.
That's a
First
that's
maybe
a
surprise
decision
pick
that
of the draft.
I would make.
I went with Jamar Chase. Me and Tony had a pick swap. So I had the 4 originally, and I thought Tony was going to grab Jamar Chase at the 3. So I shook his hand. I said, let's put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Made the trade with Nick to go back one
Yep.
spot because in my
ended up working
opinion,
out very
the top
well for
4
Tony.
quarterbacks, all in the same team.
Well, I mean,
Allen,
yet to
Lamar,
be seen, but
Hurts, Daniels. I think that's
knowing
more or
that
less
he
how they're
wants
ranked in
Hurts
a
or
consensus.
Daniels,
And to be honest, I didn't really want to make the decision. I
and
didn't
Nick
really
wanting
want,
Jamar
like, one
Chase,
or
that's
two,
perfect for him.
because
He
I didn't want to
moves
have to
back,
pick between those
gets
guys.
a pick
Although I
closer
do
to
think I would
his
kind of lean
returning pick.
more towards the Allen Lamar.
I'm a big fan
Maybe
of
it's
that
just 'cause they win
decision on
MVPs
Tony's
in real
end.
life, and that's cool to have on
10th
your
place
fantasy
last
team,
season,
but
6 and
Nick
8
kinda
is
actually threw me a
unfortunate.
curveball here by going with Jamar Chase.
I like
and
the
not
addition
taking
of
one the
how
wide
they did
receivers.
last year.
So I was in a position where I had to choose between Daniels and Hurts.
And then he told me that he was taking a quarterback regardless, so now I feel kind of stupid for doing that. But we got our guy here.
Hey,
The way
yeah,
I'm looking at
you
the
got to go
draft
get
this
your
year,
guy.
there's
I
just so
respect the
many
move.
good
You got to
quarterbacks.
go get your
We're
guy.
going to see a tier if I had to project. Lamar, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow all go in the first. And
I'm
I think you're gonna
sure
see
that
only a
he
few
next
quarterbacks
year,
go from the second to,
similar
like, the fourth
situation. If
round.
he
So I
wants a
think we're
guy
gonna get
next year,
great
he's probably
value
going to remember
at the
this.
QB position, Jamar Chase in a full PPR. We don't want to overthink it. I had T. Higgins last year. He's good for multiple hamstring strains. I just don't want to deal with that fucking bullshit every time he walks up a hill at practice. Oh, he tweaked his hamstring again. Oh, he tweaked his. The guy can't do anything without tweaking his fucking hamstring. I don't know what it's made out of. It's made out of brisket. We just ordered brisket. Jamar Chase, welcome to the squadron.
With the 4th pick,
That's an all-timer at the
I'm going with
draft
guy
party.
I believe in. Might be controversial, don't know, but I'm taking Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
In my heart of hearts, I think
Going
Hurts
up.
is slightly a better fantasy player just because he gets
Going
a rushing
up,
touchdown
you know,
at least
into
once
sophomore
a game.
year, and
But I
you're
gotta be honest,
basically
man, this is
like a
fantasy, and I just don't
fringe.
want to root for. I just don't want to.
In
root for
Superflex,
Jalen
obviously,
Hurts
like
on
you're
Sundays.
already
I really
a
don't.
top
And so
5 pick.
I took Jaden
Absolutely
Daniels. I
insane.
feel good about it, and we're gonna move on from there. I
That
don't
speaks
know
to just how
the exact
electric he is,
strategy, but
both
this is
with
kinda
his
why I wanted
arm
to be in
and
the
with
middle of
his
the draft.
legs.
I'm just gonna let
Insane.
the players fall to me that fall to me, and I'm gonna scoop up those good value picks, guys who I want on my team. You know, last year I made some mistakes taking guys that it was like, oh, he's a good value here, good value there. While I still kind of want to do that, I also want to make sure I have guys on my team that I want to watch on Sunday, and I'm setting that precedent with Jaden Daniels.
All right, draft day, Johnny Manziel. Jack Attack is back for year 2. Successful run last year to the championship. A lot of haters, a lot of doubters.
7-7, 7-7, getting second place last
Josh
year.
Allen for Derek Carr trade. R.I.P. Derek Carr.
Oh, well, you have Josh Allen.
Let's go. It did it. You put it through?
Tony gets Derek Carr.
If Derek Carr goes back to being a pumpkin, I will fly to New Orleans and beat the shit out of him.
Hey, no Derek Carr slander.
Obviously get a QB1 in exchange for Derek Carr from
Go
Tony
Fresno
this year.
State.
But I end up with the number 5 pick, and I'm actually kind of excited about that because I think there's a lot of value in some of the quarterbacks in the mid to late rounds. I love Jordan Love. I like Tua this year. I like Caleb Williams. I like Dak. Like I like a lot.
He's
in that
on
range.
like
I
a
think
very
there's gonna
short
be a
list.
lot
I
of
feel like of people who actually
overreactions
like
to
Tua.
last year. It's a 1-year sample size.
My
This
top
league
quarterback,
has. I think
Brock
people are
Purdy.
gonna
You
be
get
like,
Brock Purdy in like
quarterbacks,
one of
right,
those
because they remember
middling
how Allen
rounds
and Lamar
with the
finished
easiest
season.
schedule.
I actually think
you know,
there's a
let
ton
that
of
man
value in
cook.
the non-quarterbacks this year. At the number 5 pick, I think it is going to go some version of Allen, Lamar, Hurts, Daniels. I'm hoping to get Bijan. Bijan is my RB1, especially in PPR this year. I mean,
he's wearing a Texas jersey.
I'm kind of off Saquon. I don't think he's going to have like a disastrous year, but I just don't.
Semi-biased, but
so hopefully I end up with Bijan. I'm able
I can
to
understand
stack some quarterbacks
the decision to
later
go
in
with
those
Bijan.
mid to late rounds, and then similar to last year, I was all in on Terry McLaurin. I'm running it back this year with the same model, and I'm going with Calvin Ridley. So that's my player. This
Calvin Ridley
as Sir Jalen
later in the
Hurts
draft.
carried me to the championship last season.
I'm a big Calvin
And I
Ridley
think
guy
he's in
this
store
year.
for a big year.
Rough
But,
quarterback play last year,
number 1
and
player on the
still,
board
you know,
is Bijan Robinson.
was fairly good for what he had. I think having Cam Ward, he'll be that much better.
Left. Okay. Yeah. I'm a best player available. Just wanted to clarify. Yo, his neighbor's healthy.
I think for Joe, honestly, this is best case scenario for Joe in the Superflex because you have Nick who goes Jamar Chase, you have Jack who decided that he wants to go ahead and he wants to go Bijan. He could go Hurts, but I do see a green name in his hand.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs going at the 1-6, which means
What the hell?
Yeah, don't start.
Crazy decision. I don't know. I might have considered going Hurts instead of Gibbs. I'm gonna.
Where does JL rank Jalen Hurts?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably would have gone Hurts there, and honestly,
Look, last year wasn't great. Won 2 games.
Two games last year.
Still not great. I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just going athletes. I'm picking great athletes. And, I mean, with the 6th pick, Jahmyr Gibbs was on the board. I took Jahmyr Gibbs. Am I going to look back on this in about 5 weeks, 10 weeks, and be like, why the fuck did I take Jalen Hurts? Probably.
Maybe.
But it is what it is. I'm going athletes. I took 2
I
QBs
respect
last
it,
year in the first 4 rounds.
But
and they didn't do shit for me.
You had such a layup, Joe.
Running backs right now. We'll worry about the quarterbacks.
You had
later.
such a layup.
And whatever happens, happens. Jahmyr Gibbs, 106. Do I feel great about it?
But letting him drop to
let you know
JL.
after week 1 if I feel great about it.
Look at those calves.
League winner JL. About to get Jalen Hurts. I would be genuinely shocked if he fell to gut, and I don't believe he would fall.
New York.
I don't think he would fall past that.
Thank you, Joe, wherever you are. Thank you for taking Jahmyr Gibbs, because I'm taking Jalen motherfucking Hurts, baby.
Jalen Hurts.
Mahomes was going to be the sticker flipped over there.
You need Cavs to do push.
Wow. That just happened.
So now Gut finds himself in an interesting position. First place, 7-7.
JL Garofalo. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me
JL
rephrase that. Champion
gets
JL Garofalo from
very
the Cavs of
lucky,
Destiny.
ends
The
up
championship
with
winning
Jalen Hurts
Cavs of
falling
Destiny,
to him.
baby. I took Jalen
Absolutely
Hurts to start,
insane.
which feels like a little bit chalk, but they're doing
So
some weird
now-
shit out there. I'm not gonna lie. Jahmyr Gibbs already went before Jalen Hurts. This is a super flex league. In case
So
you
now
forgot.
what does
That's
Gut
okay.
do?
Jalen Hurts, we're gonna push Jalen Hurts all the way to a back-to-back championship, baby. But now that I proved something, I just want to prove it again. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to beat them mercilessly again. The feeling I want them to feel is helplessness. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the feeling I want them to feel when they play fantasy football against me.
Ooh.
Fair.
Oh, quickly going for that.
I can
Bryce
understand
Young
that.
sticker.
Dude, he was walking there like someone was going to beat him to it.
Uh-oh. Green bean.
Yeah, J-Mo might be cooking. Oh, this shit.
Gutterstein.
He got yellow.
Does he go running back? Does he go receiver?
I'm going to do it here. I'm going
CD?
with my wide receiver 1 and CD Lamb.
All right.
CD Lamb going at the
Go.
1-8. I
Number
think that
6
was the
ranked
best
player in the
decision. I'm a
BDGE
big fan of the
Superflex
Lamb this
PPR
year.
rankings.
Really?
At the
That is what you call a value
At the
pick.
108, two
So
spots
who
of value.
overdrafted?
Everyone but me and Gut. It's bad picks littered all over the board right now.
No, who are the 2 players?
I think I just had the running backs behind the top
Really?
wide receivers, yeah.
You know how many like Targis Bijan's getting this year then?
Yeah, do you know how many wins we're not getting this year?
Really?
4.
Falcons.
You look like you're being escorted to a maximum security
Oh,
prison.
Casey, dude, you look
What's
like
up,
a
Case
banana.
With the 9th pick.
With the 9th pick in the draft, if you don't stand on something, you have nothing to stand on.
Dude.
Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
Okay.
A lot of running backs in the first round.
I don't hate it. I definitely love it more than choosing Jay Jettas
Dynasty,
here.
There's redraft. When those worlds collide.
I need to
take
get
Ashton
myself
Genty.
into one of these leagues. Ashton Gianti going at the 110 is absolutely insane. Let me just stop you right there. That is insane. I don't care how much he could do. He is a rookie, and that is
This
way
thing on?
too high.
I went ahead and took
for
Shot
Gianti.
the world. Ashton Genty at the 101.
But I need to
Feel like
get
this
myself
year,
into
his
one of
workload is
these
gonna
like
be
YouTube
ridiculous,
leagues.
and
I think
for
this would
me,
be
at
so
the
fun.
back there-
I would love to
back at
put
the
so
110,
much
shockingly,
work into
right?
the
So at the 110, I get the same pick as I got last year.
everything that goes into it. That would be so amazing. It's on a bucket list for sure.
Russ's teammate, Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors going over
man
Justin
is
Jefferson
off
as
the
well.
seed oil.
Jefferson possibly falling
Glad I didn't update the
outside
injury report.
of the
Yeah,
first
that's
round. Big Sexy, I
we
think
change
he
the
is
rules with
from
I don't know.
Minnesota,
Any
Canada.
bets? Going Burrow Jefferson for sexy.
Burrow for sure.
Could he be
Here comes the sexual. Whoa,
a
whoa,
Minnesota Viking?
Burrow Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson owner. Burrow.
With the 12th and 13th pick, Judge Sexual selects Joe Burrow and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. Shocker. Yeah.
Nice
no.
stack.
Good. Honestly, good decision
In a
regardless.
wild turn of events, Adam and J-Mo come in clutch for me, taking Neighbors and Genty over Burrow and Jefferson. I mean, it's just easy picks. How do you pass up Burrow and Jefferson at the turn? I'm so happy with that.
I think Burrow could go for 5,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, and like 5 interceptions this year. And I wouldn't put Jefferson past, 1,600 yards and 10 touchdowns.
Literally only
over 100 receptions, obviously,
Gut's like streaming
Gut's
a
like
video game right now.
He could be cooking.
All right. You guys know
you're back up?
I'm a fan of Rodgers. I'm a fan of Russ. I'm a fan of the vets. That's why Matthew Stafford's got one more with Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua, I don't like it. I can't trust Stafford. I love Stafford. If there was a player that did not play for the 49ers that I have always been a fan of, it is Matthew Stafford. I have always loved that man, but
This year I had the 111 in the draft.
I just want no part of Puka.
Switch to the 6. Something tells me this year getting the 111 told me I'm just supposed to be in the back for a reason. Back-to-back years, 11's my favorite number. I thought about trading, but the 11 spot's meant for me, and with my first 2 picks, it hurt me to not go quarterback, but I took Malik Neighbors and Puka Nacua. 2 guys that are all-world talents. Puka Nacua, greatest rookie wide receiver season ever. Malik Neighbors was basically all-pro as his rookie in his first year, and that's what I ended up with. Don't know if I love it. I would have preferred to have a quarterback out the gate. Now I'm going to try. I don't want to give away my strategy and then it doesn't happen, but I would love if I could somehow, when I get my next picks, attack QB, get my guys between Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Justin Herbert. If I could get one of those 3, I'll be psyched. But for right now, wide receivers are checked off.
I'm interested if he would have chosen Burrow. If Jimbo would have gone with Joe Burrow, would Sexy have grabbed Justin Jefferson and Malik Neighbors?
I think that's the route I'm going to take.
Or would he have gone a different route for a Nico Collins?
I'm also not against
or a Christian McCaffrey.
Bowers in round 3 or 4. Feel good about how
I almost feel like Neighbors might have gone back to him if he would have decided to go Burrow.
I'm still loving some 2010s football. I'm relying on Russell Wilson. I'm relying on Matthew Stafford. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe some Pittsburgh Steelers will end up on my team later because I can't refuse Aaron Rodgers. But for now, 2 young studs at wide receiver.
We'll probably go through, after 3 rounds, we'll look at everybody's team and we'll see who I'm liking the most, and we'll just continue from there. Probably round 3, round 10, 15, and then obviously
I knew there was going to be a bunch of receivers on the way back. I was hoping Neighbors was going to make it.
Amon-Ra St. Brown going.
J-Mo, of course, broke my heart with the very next
with
pick.
Ashton Gianti.
Again in the 2nd round.
Again.
So we are on our way to having a similar team.
I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to lose a lot of touchdowns this year. Touchdown regression is certainly going to happen. He was scoring 8.5% of targets. That's much higher than I expect his rate to be this year.
And there's some teams that I'm already worried about. Just not mine.
So we'll see what happens.
Similar to Gut, I got my wide receiver 1 for my boy back there, Brian Thomas Jr.
Brian Thomas Jr. going still over Christian McCaffrey. I am.
Someone's gonna get a gift. That's why I faded.
Very much shocked.
All right, we are halfway through round 2. I have my first 2 picks in. Saquon, I got at the 9 slot, and then on the comeback, I
Saquon
got
and
BTJ.
Brian
Thomas.
Thomas. I don't expect
CD with my first pick,
much from this team. I'm gonna be honest.
Like
I really like Saquon falling to 1-9, but Brian Thomas that early.
Are going to be dominant again. He's healthy.
I almost feel if he would have gone McCaffrey, I would have loved Casey's team.
Happen again. So I like Saquon. Would have wanted CD, but other than that, I love Saquon. I was never taking Joe Burrow, that absolute fraud. And then on the comeback, BTJ was the guy I wanted so badly. I know Gut is surprised that he didn't take Nico, but for me, BTJ.
Nico, again, McCaffrey still being there.
And get that stack later in the draft. I think BTJ is going to be a league winner this year.
You gotta be smart. Oh my god.
I don't even know what to say.
Stud muffin.
McCaffrey should be going here.
I wish I didn't trade with Tony.
Now it's just
Gut with the
Value,
I can't
tons
believe
of
that guy
value.
fell to me.
I didn't think he would get back to me, but I'm going to take the value here and go Nico Collins.
Nico Collins.
Number 12 on the BDGE draft guide.
A lot of receivers going. A lot of guys valuing
This is
the
right
wide
after
receiver
my
position.
second
I'm a
round
big,
pick. I went
I'm
Nico
a
Collins, CeeDee
big
Lamb.
running back guy.
I feel really good about those two picks.
I feel if
I'm
I
not
can
thinking
get
too much.
good
I'm more going with my guys.
running back
As you guys
value
have
in
seen
those first three
content, especially
rounds,
if
I
you
can
watch
grab
the
good
BDGE
wide
bets
receiver
content,
value
you've
like
seen I've
DK
been
Metcalf,
offensive player of the year,
Cortland
put
Sutton,
Nico Collins. I already put
Jerry
a slip
Jeudy, you know,
for
guys that
CeeDee
are
Lamb to
severely
lead
undervalued
receiving
because of the
yards.
teams
Like, these are my
that they
guys.
play on.
Those two have been my offensive player of the year
And
picks
them just
from
not,
day
you
one.
know,
So
being
me
on
getting two of my guys
those
pretty much off
with
the
those
rip,
big
I
name
feel awesome about.
quarterbacks.
Am I little
You know
worried
what I
stacking
mean?
receiver
Like,
early? No.
Cortland
because it's a
Sutton
three
is
wide
going
receiver
52nd,
draft.
but
So if I
demanded
get three wide receivers coming
140
up and I can get
targets
back on
last
them
year.
later on,
Like,
'cause I feel like there's some good depth at wide
what
receiver
are we
this
doing?
year, so I'm not feeling too pressed about it. So I
So
feel really good about
I
those
really
two.
do
I think my
feel
wide receiver
like
three
you can
be more
get more
flexible.
value
These
in the
next
later
two picks
rounds
I'm
for
gonna make,
wide
I'm gonna have
receiver,
to go
but I
probably
don't
quarterback,
hate
running back
having
route,
CeeDee Lamb
studs
and
all
Nico
in those
Collins
positions,
here,
but this, the
especially
way
with the
room
fact that no other
feels
running
is
backs
going
are
to be a
going.
very wide receiver heavy draft with a few running backs sprinkled in. I think Chase Brown's going to go this round. I would
Yeah.
have to assume Kyron goes somewhere in this round. I think there's going to be definitely some more running backs sprinkled in here, and hopefully on the back end. I think next round I'm just going to reach. I'm going to try to reach and stack. I think reaching for Dak to pair with CD is worth it. So maybe I'll do that in round 3 if I can maybe get him round 4.
Dude, I don't know about the good. I don't know.
So maybe I won't get him there. But we'll
I
see.
do
But yeah, that's
not
kind of the main
know
approach right
about
now.
that one.
The run on wide. Three wide receivers
Get them before they're gone.
Yeah, 3 wide receivers.
BTJ?
You like him?
Over Nico?
Hate.
Over Nico?
Hate.
Last time you hated a receiver pick was Jamar Chase, brother. Like, we just
Is that true?
There's nothing to build.
I
And
think
T
that was
Higgins
him.
too. Yeah, you guys hated both of them.
T. Higgins.
Play the tape. Play the tape, Joe. I'm pretty sad I traded with you, Tony. Look, yeah, let's have a conversation about it.
Okay.
Good talk.
You taking a nap in there? I'd be an obnoxious prick too.
It's going Brock.
JL.
I would like to choose Brock Bowers.
All right.
Tight end, Las Vegas.
You ruined
Raiders.
it.
Interesting
He
selection.
had Hurts fall to him, and
Brock Purdy.
choosing Brock Bowers in this
Yes, sir,
position,
Joe.
in my opinion, just ruins.
Taking Drake London.
It ruins it.
Great pick.
Joe choosing Drake
Wow.
London. I love Drake London. I think that
Look
he's
at
going to
the
have a
Falcons
phenomenal year.
stackaroni.
But we're
Kinda
just
thought it came in,
continuing
like,
to let the
early
running
first.
backs drop.
With my second pick, I'm going with Mr. McCaffrey.
There it is.
Thank
What
God.
about Brian Robinson?
Why does he have Luke McCaffrey?
Yeah, that
That's not Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, he Jack.
I was gonna pull it off.
Yo, lock that in.
McCaffrey, lock it in.
Nah, he made the roster though, Jack.
Wait, you did that for a bit?
He did it for a bit and then got screwed. Okay.
It's just, oh, come on.
Just put on the other one. Don't take a look anyway. Put it on the
I was about to say, like, there's no way this dude did that. Okay.
So Christian is underneath.
It was for a bit. I get it.
Sexy, put Luke in there.
All right, interesting.
Don't be.
Tony.
King, Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Devon, A-Chain.
You like A-Chan over Henry?
Are we leaving it as Luke
I would have been
McCaffrey?
upset if you took A-Chain, I think. I would have taken Henry, because, like,
I'm curious to see how that works.
Who I thought Nick was going to take.
I'm going to assume that he's going to get Christian McCaffrey.
see, it allowed me
Chase Brown to go with Josh
Brown was my
Allen in a
next running
super
back, but I didn't
flex.
wanna go double.
I like it. I like it a lot,
I
actually.
hate Chase Brown. I think Nate's having a disaster class.
I love Chase Brown.
How could he have a disaster?
Last time he said that, it was the best stack of leagues this year.
Best stack in the league who made the playoffs? Wait, did I beat you in the playoffs?
All right,
I
young Ronald
3-0
Stain.
swept? Did I 3-0 sweep
Dude, it
you
is. I don't
last
like
week?
it.
Did I
I
3-0
don't like the
sweep
turn.
you? I'm just asking.
There's so
did
much,
That happen?
so much trash talking.
Did I 3-0 sweep you? That's nasty.
Guts about to lose his
At the
mind.
turn,
That arm.
I will be taking Sir Patrick Mahomes II
That's a good one.
and A.J. Brown.
Yeah. Good
Damn.
picks, good picks.
I like those.
Double
Yeah, I think so.
You
stacking
didn't wanna give AJ
the
the second round
quarterbacks.
pick.
Getting your quarterbacks
All right,
done
we are back here from the 2-3
real
turn.
early.
I will be honest, I'm very shocked at how wide receiver heavy this room is right now. Where
Yeah,
there were,
me
like,
too.
For a stretch there, it was like 12 receivers and within like 13, 14 picks. You guys, I mean, not you guys. People on my channel know I love wide receivers, but I thought we would get something at the turn there. So the 2-3 turn was actually a little bit tricky, where I felt like Mahomes is a value. I had Mahomes as a mid-second in this format. We already took Lamar. So doubling up on quarterback there is tough, especially because it seems like this league is going to maybe sleep on quarterback. We might get to this 4-5 turn and like a quarterback on the board and have to pass, but the way things went, I just didn't really like having to pass on Mahomes there. I do think that he's going to bounce back. Like, he could just be MVP Mahomes. And then the second pick, like, for me, Mahomes is pretty easy. And then it was really close for me.
I really
between,
don't want
AJ Brown and
Mahomes
Lucky Irving
at all.
going running back or wide
That
receiver
offense
there.
is so
Just the way people are
questionable.
valuing wide receivers, they
Rashi
might
Rice
dry
getting
up by the time he's
suspended.
4-5, so
Xavier
I locked
Worthy,
in
I
AJ
just
Brown.
don't really
We have
believe
3
in. Travis
4 or 5 good
Kelce's getting
players on good
older.
offenses. See what comes back with the 4-5.
You know,
I think there's gonna be
there's
some
just so
running
many
back value
question
that'll
marks
allow
when
us
it
to
comes
pass
to
on
the Kansas
quarterbacks
City
and sleep
offense
soundly
that I
about it,
just
but
don't think that
I'm not
Mahomes
sure.
is going to be
This is
like a
interesting.
top 5
Like that.
fantasy
Lamar and Mahomes
quarterback
feels
this
like a
year.
good stack.
I honestly, I'm
What the
looking.
hell? What the hell?
I can see probably
With Henry
Except for
over
Mahomes.
Mahomes,
minimum
I was, like, so torn between
7
those two.
quarterbacks being
But I
ahead
thought
of
there was a
him.
better chance
And,
Mahomes
you
would
know,
be better
I think
than
his
Henry.
floor is
Third round,
like QB
Marquise,
14,
Bucky,
honestly.
Irving.
Oh, okay.
Lucky Irving to go with Chase Brown and Josh Allen. I like it. I like it.
Stack, but best available player.
We'll talk about the every team.
Josh Jacobs.
You're king. You're fucking
Josh
king.
Jacobs going to Nick.
3 rounds in the books. I think we're at the 306. Like I predicted, I went with the receiver up front because I knew what I say. What I said, play the clip back. They're going to go with those 5 QBs, and then we're going to see a big
PPF
drag
and
on where no
videos
one
long
hits
enough,
them.
no-
So
no
I think I'm going to be
playbacks.
able to pepper, QB like 8 to 16 over the next like 3 or
Yeah.
4 rounds. Boys are turning into fucking brisket for me. I'll say third
I really
round,
like Nick's draft so
Jacobs.
far.
I don't love going like super heavy running back early, but there's just so much receiver depth in this year in
Yeah.
particular now. There's going to be dudes like I'll be able to get probably Ridley, Rome, some of those guys. Even like Pickens, Zay Flowers will probably drop to like the 6th, 7th, 8th round. So if those guys end up being my wide receiver 3s and whatnot, we're gonna be all right. But right now we got Jamar, Achane, and Jacobs. So
Yeah, I love
like the
that.
combination of guys.
I like the
Jacobs is
start
like a PPR
a
stud,
lot,
obviously,
actually.
but he just lives on the goal line. Guy just
I don't mind the fact that
scores
he
touchdowns
skipped
weekly.
the
Every single time
quarterback
he sits on the
position
field, he's also stepping into the end zone.
and
Achane,
went with
monster,
Jamar
calf,
Chase,
whatever.
grabbing
I don't know.
Devon
You gotta
Achane
take
at
risks,
the
I guess.
the
Achane's next
comeback.
album
If he
on
would have
my
gotten
board.
McCaffrey,
We put
he
together
would have
a
been looking
PPR monster
dangerous.
between the first 2 picks. So now I get to chill on running backs for a while. I think like my next running back could probably be a dude in the 8th, 9th.
Round 3. Already fucking hate this pick, but it feels like the right thing to do. I'm taking Lad McConkey.
Ladster. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 I was turning back and forth with.
All right, so I just made my 3rd round pick. We're in the middle of the 3rd.
Lad
Ended
McConkey.
up getting Derrick Henry in the 2nd. I was really contemplating between him and Patrick Mahomes. I thought that there was a better chance Mahomes would make it around or like 8 more picks. Derrick Henry felt like he was going to go soon if I didn't
Derrick
take
Henry
him.
going.
A lot
I
less
like Derrick
quarterbacks
Henry
going
over
this
the
year than
Mahomes
last year.
pick.
I'm kind of surprised. Feels like people are a little off quarterbacks right now. Middle 3rd round, Baker's still there. Bo Nix was still there. It was kind of
Yeah.
enticing. But there are a lot of quarterbacks I feel comfortable with, even way down the board. Decided not to go with the 2nd quarterback.
There's a lot
here.
of good
I really-
later
I
quarterbacks
really
this
like
year.
Kyren Williams
I'm
this
a
year.
big fan
I also like
of-
Jonathan Taylor. Those are 2 running backs that
Those are 2
I
options
think I
too.
like
But I'm
as
a big fan of
players
like
more
Dak
than Lad
Prescott.
McConkey. As a team build thing, I don't want
Aaron
2 running
Rodgers,
backs
you
right
can
now
never,
because if a running back
you know,
falls later in the draft, I want to feel
bet
like
against
I have a
Aaron
spot for them and
Rodgers.
not
Brock
already
Purdy,
using my flex. And
obviously
we
being the
start 3
quarterback
wide
9, I would
receivers,
love.
So I don't feel great about it. I don't feel great about Lad McConkey in the 3rd round. But
I wouldn't
again,
either.
it just feels like one of those things that
It feels kind of gross.
You got to do what you got to do. It's the right pick more than a sexy pick right now, and we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Lad McConkey, 3rd round. Let's go.
I didn't want Lat. I just hate this range.
Yeah, it's not a good spot.
And
Not
I
a lot of
would
value.
take Taylor. Well, I guess I do need a.
What do you
second
pair with
running
Luke
back.
McCaffrey here?
You do need a 2nd running back.
Bijan.
3 RBs could be a movie.
Could be a movie.
It could be
What
a
are you going
movie.
with?
I actually don't know.
I've
Okay,
gone
that's
3
awesome.
running backs a couple
I
of
mean, JT
times.
would be the pick here, but I just
You know,
team build
in
combo, puts
my
you
drafts,
in a
depending on
I'm
what's
between,
there.
I'm between McBride, Taylor, and Nix. 3rd round. Run the rock, boys. John. Yeah.
Jonathan
I'm gonna go
Taylor
make a
going
confession.
All right, we're halfway
3rd
through
running back.
round 3,
And when I came on here, I said I was
Interesting.
gonna stick to
I
my
don't
guns
hate it.
with the late QB
Other
strategy.
wide
and
receivers
then I was
around that
shocked
range, I
that
don't
Hurts
really.
was
I'm not like the
selected by my
biggest
pick.
fan of them.
And I had
like
Hurts
the
in my squad
Garrett
last year. And, like, the
Wilsons
tush push
and
is just
the
a fucking
T.
it's a point
Higgins
machine.
and
6 points every fucking time.
you know
I
those
also
guys of
am
the world.
biggest Eagles
I
hater
would
in the
much
world, but
rather
I have
have a
Hurts in
running
my
back in
fantasy
that
team. He's
range
on my
than those
dynasty
wide
team. Like, I love
receivers.
him in fantasy. He's great. I even think he's going to be better this year. I think there's going to be more games they play from behind. I think he's going to score a lot of fantasy points. But I really like the top few running backs. And then after that, I think there's this cliff, which is why I went Bijan over him.
Yep.
And then, again, I was in between Mahomes, McCaffrey. I was actually down
So many
on
people
Mahomes and
thinking
the
about
Chiefs
Mahomes.
this
I
year.
just don't
Super Bowl
get it.
hangover, that's definitely a thing. It feels like the Chiefs like have to dip down the same way that the Patriots and Brady did before they come back up. But there's a lot of hype behind the Chiefs right now, and I think that was getting in my head. So I was like, McCaffrey or Mahomes? I went McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And then when it got back to me, I was probably going to go Ladd. Tony takes Ladd right before me. So I was between JT, Trey McBride, really those two. Bo Nix, but I really, like I said, I like Dak. I like Caleb. I like Jordan Love. Like, I like those back half mid QBs. So I went JT. So right now I've got Christian McCaffrey, Bijan, and Jonathan Taylor. I would be happy rolling with them. I still think I can fill out a solid roster. Or I will be able to trade one of these stud running backs for some pieces later in the season. So that's the strategy, and I'm feeling
I think that what's
back
rough
with
is
him, did me
the
great last
wide
year.
receiver
Kyren
room
Williams.
that happens to be in the third round is
I
never
just
the
picked.
best,
Hate
in my
everything.
opinion.
I hate my entire
Even in
draft.
just
I feel
normal
the same
drafts,
way
it's
I did
just
last
never
year.
the best.
I'm lost. I'm confused.
So I don't mind
Every time I
going
wanna
with
pick
best
somebody, my gut
pick
tells me to
if
pick
you have
somewhere
already
else. So I'm
taken
going- I've
two
been
running
going with my
backs,
gut.
going with a
So,
third.
First round, Jahmyr Gibbs, then Drake London, then Kyron Williams. I
Kyron
don't feel
Williams
good about
going to
either.
Joe. I don't hate his
I
draft.
don't know
I
why I
do
did
not
that.
hate
I was
his
gonna
draft,
take-
although
I was
he
between
is
Kyron Williams,
running
McBride,
low on running
and
backs
Bo
available
Nix.
in week
And I had
8.
Bo Nix in my hand. I was about to do it, and then I switched it out for Kyron Williams. I had him last year. He was a stud, and then I traded him away because I needed to. I feel like I got two good running backs. I feel like I'm pretty happy with the two running backs. Now it's just
I don't hate
taking
it.
some wide receivers.
And no one paying attention. I'll take Amari and Hampton, baby.
Amari and Hampton. Amari and Hampton here.
All right. With my third round pick, no one gives a fuck. But I had him last year. I'm going to go with him again. Trey McBride.
Trey McBride.
I like Clint Kubiak.
I'm not the biggest fan of the tight ends here. Yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigba is not somebody that I love picking in the third round either.
Halfway through the third round here, this is looking very interesting how the draft board is shaping up. If you look at the
I agree,
first
Sexy.
6 people, there is so many running backs that they've taken. 4 of them have at least 2. There is 10 running backs between the 6 of them in the first 3 rounds. And meanwhile, the back half of the draft has only taken 2 running backs. 2 running backs. So this is going to be very interesting to see if people in the back half of this third round start to try and reach on running backs because so many have gone. I think I'm going to keep going with best player available.
Going bike. It's Marvin Harrison Jr.
Marvin Harrison Jr. Again,
You are
not a
going
confident
with some
pick
players
for me
I
in that third
hate.
round.
More so 'cause
Another
Kyler
reason why I
Science
just
was
prefer to go running back.
Can't separate the dino.
I can't, and I love Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he's a
said he was gonna
phenomenal player,
break the draft.
phenomenally
He had-
talented, but
break
I can't
that
just
shit.
Kyler
One of running
as
backs
far
go
as
off,
any
so
of
I
us can
thought
throw
It's
him.
not worth reaching on this guy, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
It's reaching on a guy.
Alvin
This is my
Kamara.
guy.
Yes, sir.
No.
No.
My guy.
You have a
Justin
red
Herbert.
quarterback
Do
in
not
there?
take.
With Bo Nix and Baker Mayfield
Do
on the board.
not take
better
Justin
be
Herbert
Herbert.
here.
Quarterback off the board.
This better be.
This better be Herbert.
Wow.
It's
Justin Herbert.
Let's go.
no shot.
All right.
J-Mo.
All right.
No
Stay true to yourself, man.
shot.
Way to stay true to yourself, J-Mo. Damn.
Sometimes you just got to take the best player available, Steen.
Give me T and give me Bo.
What the hell?
I love being
Bo
behind
Nix
Adam
and T.
J-Mo.
Higgins.
They just take guys
All right.
who aren't even on my board.
We'll talk
Like,
about
they're just going
everybody's
way
draft
down the list,
once
and
we
it's as if
get
I'm
away
picking
from
2 picks
sexy.
early. It is
Double wide
incredible.
receiver,
So
double
we got
quarterback. I
T.
don't
Higgins,
hate
we
it. I
got
don't
Bo
love
Nix.
T. Higgins.
You know, Bo Nix in the back
At that
of the third,
position.
this guy sometimes goes in like the second round
But
of Superflex draft.
he does get the
Quarterbacks
stack with
are
Joe
falling
Burrow.
off, running backs
You
going
can't
way up the board.
really argue
I'm
with
gonna take
it.
the value. I think there's going to be a QB run coming. I wouldn't be surprised if we see and
he's going to get to grab some of these
quarterbacks go
running
off the
backs
board
and
by the
receivers
time
in the
on
middle when
clock
everybody
ends.
starts going after
So
their
I'm
second
fine taking my
quarterback.
QB2 here. We are set
Don't hate
at
it.
quarterback.
It's your fucking guy season.
All right, so real quick, we're going to look at everybody's team. We're going to go and we're going to talk about who I view is the best and who I view are probably, let's go to top 2 so far and then the bottom 2. So my top 2 so far, I really love Nick's team. He's going to be the 101 for me. Nick's team is absolutely incredible. I love the value that he got. He's confident that he didn't need a quarterback. You can find better quarterbacks later in the rounds. Guys like Brock Purdy, like Dak Prescott, like Jordan Love, like they've been talking about. So you can get the quarterback value later. He chooses the number 1 receiver off the board and follows it up by going double running back. 2 running backs that I definitely believe in this year, Devon Achane and Josh Jacobs, who I believe are going to be amazing this year. Second overall, I would have to say that my second favorite team, that's really, really tough. I almost want to say Jack because I think that he chose the best player available. Jonathan Taylor, definitely the best player available. At his position, I would have much rather had Jonathan Taylor over any of the guys that came after him. So I don't hate the value there for Jack, and I do think that he could probably follow it up with 3, reasonably good wide receivers, maybe a quarterback. So he is up there for sure. Joe, I don't hate his team. I like the value that he got for Gibbs, although I do think that Hurts would have been a much better pick for him. Drake London, I'm a big fan of this year. Kyron Williams, I'm always a big fan of. Oh, gosh. You know what? If I had to choose one based off of what I'm seeing from everybody else, I'm probably going to end up going with Nate. He gets Josh Allen, arguably number 1 quarterback off the board. Chase Brown, who's in a top 5 offense in the league, and Bucky Irving, who's going to be a very dominant player for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I have Nick at 1, Nate at 2. When it comes to my least favorite teams, I'm sorry, J-Mo, you're going to have to be the 101. Puka is a player that I'm not interested in whatsoever, and you reached heavily on Herbo. I think you probably could have got him in the 5th round, maybe the 6th round, and you could have gone with another receiver or running back in that position. So I'm going to go ahead. You reached too far for your guy. Respect it, but you reached a little far. And second, I'm going to go with JL. I don't like apart from the Hurts pick, you got tons of value, but you followed it up with Brock Bowers, who I think is going to regress this year heavily. And I don't... and that's not saying like he's going to regress as in he's not going to be, a dominant player for the Raiders. I just don't see him replicating his rookie season. That was absolutely incredible. It's just not going to happen with another mouth to feed in Ashton Gianti. And then he goes Amari and Hampton, who I don't necessarily hate, but I do think that with Najee Harris now being announced that he might be, good to go week 1, his value does dip a little bit, and you probably could have gotten some value elsewhere. So those are going to be my top 2 and bottom 2 as we go into the 4th round here.
About taking over Herbert. Different tier of running backs. I'm gonna go with Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker.
You must not have heard.
I like Kenneth Walker this year.
Shit.
Week 4, when you get running back, just call my line.
Crazy that I don't see Alvin Kamara off the board.
Jack talked me into this one because he says that he blows. Kyler Murray.
Wow.
Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr. stack this early.
Improved O-line.
Interesting.
In the draft, and Trent Williams.
Yeah,
No.
Brock Purdy.
Who'd they get? Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah, no, fire. You're really tapped in.
Trolling.
This offseason.
There's no way
Why?
he's
Just choose
gonna
Trent
grab
Williams.
CJ Stroud right
Tunsil
now.
went to the Commanders.
Yeah. Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin.
No Bill?
Dude,
I don't understand the connection to anything that was just said.
Bryce Young early.
Stop.
No.
Lacy Bate? No, I'm kidding. Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott going, reaching again, another guy that I feel like is going really late. Probably could have gotten him in another round or two. Brock Purdy still being overlooked. I'm going to be completely biased for obvious reasons.
Taking Mike.
So I'm taking Mikey.
Mike Evans.
Wide receiver, Tampa Bay.
I like that pick. I think Mike
Middle of
Evans,
round 4,
especially at the start of this
just
year, is
took Mike
absolutely going to cook for
Evans,
the
my first wide
Buccaneers.
receiver
They don't
off
have
the board.
anybody
This
else
draft
apart
has
from
gone
Emeka
weird,
Egbuka that's going to be able
Alright,
to cook
so
in that receiver
the,
room.
The Jalen Hurts pick was the last time I talked to you. Things were looking good. The next pick, I might have tilted a little bit.
Yep.
I went Brock Bowers, tight end Brock Bowers. I'm not regretting the pick, but I wish I hadn't done the pick.
Yeah.
I'm not regretting it, but I just wish I didn't do it mainly because of the way the board has fallen. It hasn't gone very tight end heavy. These guys are lower on tight ends. Brock Bowers,
Yeah.
in general, they're all drafted.
I
off
don't.
the freaking.
You can
BDGE
find
draft guide
value in tight ends way
So I
later.
went
Guys
Brock
like Evan
Bowers,
Ingram, guys like
second
Tyler
round. So I got
Warren,
the
you know,
Jalen
who are
Hurts
going to
value.
go
Now I'm trying to make up
6,
some value
7
on
rounds
the-
later
on the
than
skill
Brock
positions,
Bowers.
flex positions,
You need to get
running
your
backs,
flex
wide receivers.
position, your
So in the
running
third
back,
round, I
receiver
went
positions
Amari
taken care of
Hampton,
early.
Baby. Biggest cast of this draft class. Let's go.
And you
I'm
know,
feeling
tight
alright
ends.
about this team.
I just don't want
Now,
any
it's
tight
gonna be
ends
weird.
for
I'm gonna
the
have to
at
rebuild
least the
from-
first
from here. But
5
I got pretty
rounds.
solid value at the quarterback and tight end position.
Usually,
so that's a plus.
in my experience, has been much later for
and
me.
now I just
Probably
really need to
rounds
focus
8,
in on
9
hammering out
when I
skill
can grab
positions and
Ingram or
quarterbacks.
Tyler
You got
Warren.
1,000
I got
towards
Sam
your early
Laporte
games,
in round
I
8.
guess. Joe.
One of them.
How many?
Joe goes,
How many games
grabs George Kittle. Not a play that I hate. Kittle, I feel like, is potentially a tight end 1 this year, and he arguably is on an offense where there's not, a ton of reliable pass catchers. I think Kittle might find plenty of opportunity, especially within the first 6 weeks before Ayuk comes back.
Justice Hill's my late round go-to. All right, Tom.
To score some points.
Joe. Ron.
No.
Say it with
First
me.
jet.
J-E-T-S. Jets.
I don't even know which player it is.
Honestly, it'd be
Gary
kinda cool.
Wilson.
I wish it was. Now that I did that chant, I wish it wasn't a Jet. I wish it was like a Bill or something, but I'm going Gary Wilson.
I don't love it. I don't love any of the Jets this year, to be honest. I don't want any part of.
All right, it's the middle of the 4th round.
I don't want any
I'm
part
so
of Garrett
ashamed of
Wilson. I don't want
myself.
any part
took
of
Garrett
Breece Hall.
Wilson. Look, I don't know.
He's
I
having
went
a
into
rough
this draft
draft.
with a list of dudes that, like, under no circumstance I was going to take, and of course I ended up taking one of them. Garrett Wilson and
Garrett
the Jets
Wilson.
are going to be fucking horrific this year.
Yeah.
Justin Fields gives me no fucking confidence. I already know I'm going to be watching games on Sunday being like, why the fuck did I take a wide receiver tied to Justin Fields? Garrett Wilson's cool. He's a great wide receiver himself, but he doesn't have a quarterback. This draft is already in shambles. I don't know what to do. The lack of quarterbacks being drafted is quite crazy, in my opinion. Baker's still here. Purdy's still here.
Yeah, I'm
Williams is
surprised
still
that
here.
Baker
We're
hasn't
getting
gone
close
yet.
to the end of the 4th, so I think on the 5th I have to take
I can
a
understand
quarterback. I
like
gotta stop taking
wanting
players that
or
I hate
expecting
and just
regression
start
because
taking
Liam
dudes
Cohen
that-
left, but
Damn it. Right as I say that, fucking
to have Herbert go over him, to have Murray, to have Prescott all go over him,
to not know who I
absolutely
have, who I
insane.
want.
And it opens the opportunity for JL to grab Baker on the comeback and stack him with Mike
They
Evans.
both have fucking injuries everywhere, all over the receiving core. I think I like Purdy more. Mayfield was so last year, you know what I mean?
You can throw touchdowns to Kittle.
Let's ride together.
No, let's ride.
Let's fucking ride, brother.
Let's ride.
See you in the championship.
I love
Brockathy.
Brock Purdy.
Kyle Pitts.
Nate
That's
Dogg.
hilarious. Hilarious.
J-E-T-S.
No, but I love the
Cam
Brock
Moore's
Purdy
about
play.
to unlock
I love the
Calvert.
Brock Purdy pick. I'm a big believer in Brock
That
Purdy.
will be double
Nate
tapping
going
running
Calvin
back.
Ridley that early is
James
insane.
Cook and Trevion Henderson.
James Cook and Travion Henderson. I don't love
second,
James
I was
Cook this
upset that I
year.
took Mahomes. The way
Travion
quarterbacks have
Henderson,
fallen here,
interesting
the
as a
Mahomes value
rookie.
isn't
We'll
great,
see how
right?
it
Like,
plays
I'm
out
sitting here at the 4-5
with
turn.
Ramondre.
Baker Mayfield's still on the board. Caleb Williams still on the board. I don't know. There's like still like Drake May's out there. There's still plenty of quarterbacks I would have been fine taking here, but I got to be honest. I was sitting there hoping and praying that the plan was, and why I went AJ Brown at the 2-3 is I was hoping 4-5 that we could just get 2 running backs. That was Kenneth Walker, Trevion Henderson, James Cook, Kyron Williams. We get 2. I sprint up to the podium. We make those 2 picks. Now, 2 running backs. We got an anchored in wide receiver 1. We got both our quarterbacks locked up. And now the rest of the draft, we can just kind of take shots at wide receiver, maybe 1 stab at running back, a couple stabs at tight end. And I feel good. And honestly, with Mahomes and Lamar, I'm kind of betting on them to be so good that I might just mess around and not draft another quarterback. We'll see how it goes. But
I still don't love the James Cook pick. He's set to regress, honestly, in terms of touchdowns this year. I can't expect him to replicate that kind of success.
I mean, can we dock Ron 10 Fab for that sticker placement?
The only one who needs to get no. The only person who needs to get docked for stickers today.
That's
is
obviously.
Yeah, the McCaffrey sticker.
All the people wanting to dock for stickers.
That is criminal. I fixed that shit.
No, don't. I don't think that's how that.
Unless you can
works.
come up with a good reason, like, yo, Trayvon's going sideways this year.
I don't think that's how the adhesive works.
He might fuck you up sideways.
Hey.
Of all the people to be mad about sticker placement is crazy.
All right. Now,
Ben
what does
Johnson's
Nate
about to
go?
unlock Caleb Williams.
Nice.
Caleb Williams going
All right,
still
we're at round 5.
ahead
I am
of
actually feeling
Baker Mayfield.
Very, very good. The
What
board
is
falling
happening?
To me, I'm getting guys where I value them. Might have reached a little bit for Calvin Ridley. On
You
that
reached
last
for
turn.
Calvin
Trying to
Ridley,
get
you
in my
reached
head a
for
little
Caleb
bit.
Williams.
He's an idiot. Ridley's going to be unlocked by Cam Ward. And then I got Caleb in the 5th round. I got my quarterbacks, got my running backs. Now we got to work on wide receiver. But loving this draft compared to last year. Feel a lot more confident. Things are humming.
Can I just ask you something real quick? Like, you knew you were getting Caleb, right? You didn't. Did you consider, like, DJ Moore there?
Wow. I like Ridley more than Moore.
So, like, how does Caleb Williams get unlocked and his wide receiver 1 doesn't ball out? No, I'm genuinely curious your thought process.
Jack is.
I don't need to explain myself. Sorry, Stain. This is the first player I've picked off the BDG rankings.
I can see why everybody wants to destroy Jack.
Wow.
T-Law.
That hurt?
Casey
How'd you let that happen?
must feel some type of way.
Devontae.
Where is Baker?
Yo, this motherfucker is taking all
Do we
my picks.
really not believe in
Only
Baker
one
that
sticker,
hard? Do
'cause
we believe
Ray
in
was
Trevor
not
Lawrence
one to
over
shoot.
Baker? I can't justify that.
They see me rolling, they hating.
Rashee Rice.
Rolling, they gonna see me riding
And he gets
dirty.
suspended for 6 games.
Can we just talk
now
about the
that is
character
officially
of my
the worst
wide
pick
receiver
of this draft.
it's just.
I mean, you have the most outstanding running back room out there, though.
Certainly the
Baker
the
Mayfield.
worst pick of this draft. Joe gets
is
Baker.
running the rock.
I
Joe does not wanna win
love the
league, He just
value.
doesn't want to be last.
I love the value that Joe gets
He's got
for
the
Baker
Jets
there.
defense of
I would much rather have
2023.
Baker over Caleb. I'd much rather have Baker
Holmes
over
like a master of the
T-Law.
screen game, I feel like. I think they're going to use him a lot.
Yeah, but
better.
Hunter.
All right.
Kyler.
Destiny will do what Tony was not strong enough to do.
And there's an argument to be made with Herbert, Bo, Dak.
Brees Hall pass, baby.
Go.
Yo, you are drafting the
I'm
worst
entirely
fucking
biased because I
fantasy team
prefer
of all time.
Purdy over
That's 'cause another
almost
player-
every quarterback this year
I'm
in
gonna
fantasy.
Just take the stack here again and go CJ Stroud.
Like QB 6 levels.
Here we go, big dogs up.
CJ Stroud goes.
Disaster. He just had to return the text to his girlfriend. He's not the good.
Jesus Christ.
Boo this man!
Twice. That's party foul. 2.
I'm allowed to jump you, so I need you to. Okay, all right.
Like it one bit.
All right, so you got it?
Got it.
All right.
There we go with.
I don't like it.
But I'm going Jared Goff.
No Ben Johnson,
Interesting.
no rushing upside. Just fucking ducks and ducks.
The Slim Reaper, Devontae Smith.
I love that.
It's
your boy. Devontae
It's the
Smith.
Drake
Your
meme
boy.
every time. It's
Interesting.
The Drake meme.
I don't think. I need a balanced team, 2 wide receivers, a QB, and my second running back, James Conner.
Nice. Fuck. That's
Damn.
Still no Alvin
Double
Kamara.
running back here. He goes Kamara, Chuba, I bet.
Or Mims.
Go ahead.
All right, we
Did that just die?
No, I turned off his. I turned off his
Fuck,
sound.
that was so much better.
He took Xavier work. Go ahead, say it again.
Took Alvin Kamara and Xavier Worthy.
All right, we got Kamara and Worthy.
Kamara
I'm not
falling that
super
far
excited
is-
about it. I don't like drafting a really old running back, but I needed somebody in the running back position. Kamara, full PPR. That's a good
Just
floor
keep
right
sleeping
there.
on him, man.
And
Just
Worthy,
keep
I was
sleeping
really
on
deciding
him.
between Worthy and Sutton. I wanted
He
to
has
take both of
given
them,
nobody
but
any
I just couldn't
reason
go
to think that
full
he's
wide
gonna
receiver,
slow
no
down
running backs.
fantasy.
It was too risky. I decided to go Worthy, even though I could have had the stats.
He's on a
with Knicks
bad
and
team
Sutton. Worthy just, I think
that's
he has
just
so much
going to rely
upside,
on him.
dominant down the
Honestly,
stretch
there's
last
not
year. Rice,
there's
I can
nobody
see, like,
more
he's probably
reliable
gonna
in
get
that
suspended.
offense
I'd
than
be
Alvin
surprised if he wasn't
Kamara.
suspended. So
He's
once-
going to
once
get
he's out
tons of
there,
touches.
Worthy is going to be a monster. I'm okay with the picks. I'm not super excited about it though.
Just another my guy, Jordan Love.
Fuck. All right. Per a source, this player has an upside this season. Rome Odunze.
Rome Odunze.
Who's your source? That's fucking
Stacking in the wide receiver
I'm
room.
currently beefing, but the BDGE guide.
This guy single-handedly provided me one of the best nights of my entire life, so I'm going to put my faith into him. Justin Fields.
Oh, no.
Way better.
I think he's having a hard time taking Chuba here. He doesn't like
True.
Chuba this year.
Yeah.
Panthers fan, and he hasn't taken a
But
running
it
back
is,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a good value. Bro.
Yeah. If Kamara would have
That's one of
fallen
my
to him, I
problems.
would have loved to
Would he
see
go Pickens or-
Gutterstein's take him.
That's the other thing that put him in a blender, Chuba versus Pickens. It's
Right.
tough for him, yeah.
Out of toilet paper.
And it's tough choosing players from your own team,
Calamity. Do we have any other?
especially if you're going to lose that game. Like, watching your team crap the bed and then, you know, having your main guys score 0 fantasy points is
So I'm
just
not going Chuba. I'm going to go
insult
with
to
Tony
injury.
Pollard.
Tony Pollard, interesting.
I
Tajay
love TP.
Spears is out on
I
IR.
like some TP right now, that's for sure.
The Cavs of Destiny are taking probably the smallest calves they could find. Jameson Williams.
Wow.
Jameson Williams. That's a good
Little
pick.
baby chicken calves, but that's okay.
A lot of people have him as a massive breakout this year.
Second wide receiver.
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton.
I'm one of them.
Drake
Cortland Sutton, I
Dude,
love
now
it.
see,
Cortland
that's how you
Sutton,
got
you'd
him
love
6'7".
to see it.
See the difference? That's how you
140
don't
targets
know quarterback.
easily,
Zero quarterback
right there.
strat to get Drake May is phenomenal.
Zero quarterback? QB5 is zero quarterback?
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. Now it isn't.
All right, Ben Johnson, let's see what you can do. Give me DJ Moore.
Hey.
Love that.
A
love
vet.
that. Let's just say if I were drafting,
Couple of
I would
guys
first put
without
Kenny
two running
Pickett
backs here:
sticker
Casey,
on top.
Adam,
I know what
Sexy,
he means now.
Patterstein,
A wide
and
receiver,
Tony,
too?
all without
Georgie Picklestains.
two running backs. Nick finally getting his
Dude.
second wide
All right,
receiver,
now crash
choosing
out like
George
Gut.
Pickens.
Let's go, Gut.
Pickens and Nick is back.
Not entirely
saw
a
Pickens and
huge
Nick together,
fan
he
of
told me
Pickens,
and everyone else he
but I
wanted to
do
jump
think
out
that the Cowboys' offense could be
Let's go, Big
potentially
Nate.
great
Let's go,
this
Big
year.
Nate. Olamide Zacchaeus.
Thought about putting Jalen over him to be the funny guy, but I'm just going to put up Ted McMillan.
Ted McMillan, fan.
That wouldn't work.
I think Ted
Yeah.
High upside.
has a lot of upside this
That one
year.
does go
Let's go, Ronald
Jalen
Stan.
Coker
Let's go,
getting
Ronald
hurt,
Stan.
so now they're down another receiver going down to Xavier
Ron's-
Legit
Okay, I know Ron. I know who Ron
in the
is taking.
slot.
He's one of them. He's going to take Hunter
Ted
with one.
McMillan has a good chance to be elite this year. Adam Thielen also getting traded back. They did pick up Hunter Renfro. Big fan of Hunter
He's been
Renfro.
talking
Might
every
grab
time I've watched anything
might just
content,
mess
he's been
around and
just-
grab a ton of targets in the slot this year.
He's going crazy. I was on the same page, but
Let's go, Ronald McDonald.
don't let us down here. I know
Two
exactly what's about to
yellows.
happen. Oh, two yellows.
I came into this office 3 months ago. And I
just called
talked
it.
up Travis Hunter, and then we're going Zay Flowers as well.
I hate both of those picks. I'm sorry, Ron. I hate both of those
You're
picks.
giving Zay the spot.
Veteran leadership in the locker room.
And sorry, that turn was at which rounds?
6 and 7 simultaneously.
I hate both of those picks. Travis Hunter, I don't want to support a player that's going to play 80% of both sides of the ball. He's going to end up getting hurt. And Zay Flowers is Zay Flowers.
We're into the 7th round.
He's not going to produce that much in a Lamar-led offense. That's not a diss at Lamar. That's just, you know, the Ravens love to run the ball, and Lamar's at the forefront.
Caleb, I was gonna throw
He
it
does
to
get the
Jack,
stack,
dumb
though,
face,
now
because
that I
he said
think
should've
about
taken
it,
him in the
which
fifth. Tony,
argument
or what
to
he's
be
doing,
made.
Maybe he's playing his trade bullshit games again this year, but we get Tet high upside. We get Ricky Pearsall. So, Tony,
Ricky
Ricky
Pearsall.
Pearsall not feeling
Might just
super
mess
great
around
about
and be
my
a
wide
top
receivers,
15
kinda
wide
the same thing as
receiver
last
this
year,
year.
but
Let me tell you,
feeling
might
much
just mess
stronger,
around
feeling
and
better
do
everywhere
that.
else, so we're 100%
Juwan Jennings
with wide
contract
receivers. I'd rather
disputes,
shoot for
Brandon
upside with wide
Ayuk
receiver, reach for
probably
somebody
out at
late
least
than
until
a
week
quarterback or
7.
running back
Ricky
like some of these
Pearsall
dudes are
might
doing.
mess
So,
around and
still feeling good, just
grab a
wish
large
Tony
target
hadn't
share.
done that, but
Don't sleep on
we
that
keep trucking.
dude.
This is where it all goes downhill. As soon as you got to convince yourself that you're taking him for the right fucking value, you know you made the worst pick.
Oh no, Nick. Chuba Hubbard.
Value town.
I'm gonna take Chuba.
The value is there. The value's there. The value's there. I don't hate it at all.
No matter what,
I would have to do the same
it's
thing.
not going to be the worst Chuba transaction in league history.
That's a great
for sure.
point.
Sexy. Who's as you're making picks for everybody? Whose team is your favorite right now?
You like Casey's team?
Casey's team is probably bottom half. I
Oh.
like the BTJ pick. I like the JSN pick, but fade Jets no matter what.
They actually aren't bad when they're like a 1 p.m. trap game. They like they like getting involved. They like getting to 6 or 7 wins. They just can't handle it when they're the talk of the town. Who's the wide receiver 2 on the Jets?
Garrett Wilson.
Who's wide receiver 1?
Garrett Wilson.
I feel like I end up with this dude every year. David Montgomery.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Nick did me so dirty taking Chuba Hubbard at the 703. That was kind of the only dude that I really wanted, just to fill
I
out
really
my
like
squad
I
because
don't
I
like
had
Tony's team at all.
Henry as the RB1. I had a wide receiver 1, 2, 3, and a flex. If I could have had Chuba Hubbard right there, I would have been so ecstatic and loved my team. Ended up going with
Choosing
David Montgomery,
getting
who
Garrett Wilson,
I'm okay with.
and
he does
then
feel like a tier below
you know,
Chuba
over
Hubbard,
running back,
though,
and then
so
ending up
it's
with
a little
David Montgomery is such a
unfortunate.
rough.
I still like David Montgomery. He feels really safe. I guess I'm okay with him as my running back.
He's
kind of
safe, but I feel like
feel pretty good, and I
don't feel good about it. I wouldn't feel good about it.
I would have been.
Garrett
so,
Wilson is
so,
one of those
so
undraftable guys for
Chuba
me.
Hubbard right there. Whatever.
And I think that
It's gonna be
he
interesting to
probably
see
could
what
have gotten a
quarterbacks
running
are
back in
gonna
that
be there in the
position.
back of the 8th round. But I need a second quarterback, so we'll see.
Like there's still a couple of wide receivers that I'm very interested in. Jerry Jeudy is one of them.
This could be a disastrous
Helmet cam. Wide receiver. Jalen Waddle.
Wait, was it? Hold on. Did I just pick the cone of the year?
Cone of the year, potentially cone of the year. DK Metcalf is a phenomenal pick there, Joe. DK Metcalf, phenomenal pick. Joe might be cooking. Joe is picking up steam here.
RJ Harvey, TJ Hawkinson, Emeka Egbuka. I really would love to get 2 of those guys, but even just one would be great value at the end of the 7th.
All right, boys, the Cavs of Destiny take RJ Harvey. 7.
RJ
Almost
Harvey
around
immediately
7.
goes
I know
after
I said
Sexy
last
says
time
that he
we'd
wants
right
one of
ship,
them.
And I think we fucking did it. I think we did it, boys.
Tried
I
to
think we
make a
righted
trade
the ship.
recently in
Maybe
one of my
not.
leagues for
It's
J.K.
actually pretty
Dobbins,
quick. There's been 3
and
rounds since then. 3
was
picks
told
I've
that
made since
there's
that
so much.
point in time. I took Brees
He's
Hall.
probably going to be the RB1
I know.
instead of RJ Harvey, so he was like, oh no, the
Jameson
asking
Williams
point is way
and
too
RJ
high.
Harvey
I don't get
sniped
that.
the fuck out of gut on RJ
What happened?
Curious to see how that backfield ends up working out, because I'm a huge RJ Harvey guy, but
I'm thinking about reaching, but I don't know if I want
dude,
to. I like Tracy.
if you need to reach, dude, reach.
But it's also a 3 wide receiver. I feel this is the first time I've ever seen you in shambles.
That's how I see it.
I know we don't get
How many picks are you going to have before it comes back to you? If you need to reach, I don't see any reason not to reach.
Since I got sniped, I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna go Emeka.
Emeka Egbuka, that's a good pick.
Got sniped on DK Metcalf right before RJ Harvey, but sniped gut, and that felt pretty good. This is a little bit of a weird squad. It's a little bit of. It's not.
I'm not
This isn't
a
conventional.
fan.
This isn't a conventional super flex powerhouse
I hate
that I was
like
expecting,
half of these
but it is a
picks, I ain't
powerhouse
gonna
nonetheless.
lie to you.
My running backs are something. Amari Hampton.
Yeah, your running
Brees
backs
Hall,
are.
and
Ooh.
RJ
Ooh.
Harvey. That's either going to turn out
I
super
like
well for
Amari
me
and
this year,
Hampton. I
or
drafted
it
him
is
in a couple of leagues, but
If Jack's out on him,
as your RB1 one,
Yeah, why are you being quiet?
I took actually I took
Soon as I
Amari
got
and Hampton in my
sniped when the
home
orange
league
Sticker came off, but TJ Hawkinstein.
after getting CeeDee Lamb, and
Last year, in the 7th round, I took my wide receiver.
I don't even
3.
remember who I took
It was
in the
a Packers
second,
wide receiver,
but it was a
and
running
running
back.
The golden
Matthew
kid.
Golden going to JMO.
I love
Sam
that
Laporta
pick,
falling
Not
to
gonna lie, I
Casey.
love that pick.
Hawkinstein
Especially with the love stack.
going to Adam.
Yeah, no, that
Matthew
was
Golden. Potential wide receiver one, Jaden Reed dealing with an injury. Sexy choosing back-to-back running backs, having to make the decision.
All of my guys.
Yeah, hate it. Definitely hate
Harvey
it.
and then
You don't want to
Hawkinson. I
see
wanted
yourself
Golden
go
too. J-Mo
have to
took
go
one pick
Pacheco and
before.
Tracy
It's like I had four
in the
guys who I was
7-8
locked in
turn.
on.
Oh,
Luckily, I did get
God.
Pacheco, which I kind of like. I think he's going to be back to the number one
I think
guy
Sexy's
in Kansas
having a
City.
rough draft. I'm not gonna lie.
Tracy, I
especially
like
in the
Tracy,
running back
but
position.
I would have rather taken one of these couple guys going right before. Would have liked my team a lot better. It's not horrible. I now like my running back room. We don't have any of those elite talents, but we got 3 guys who are going to be pretty dominant within their room.
All right. Like I said, balance, 3 running backs, 3 receivers, 2 QBs, DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, it's a banger.
DeAndre Swift, I think that's a banger. I think that's a banger of a pick there.
I love Swift this year.
It's an that's an absolute banger of a pick. I ain't like no
DeAndre
lie.
Swift to be my wide receiver 3 and running back 3. Right now, through the draft, I have the most balanced team as far as like evened out position numbers. I have 3 wide receivers, 3 running backs, 2 QBs. That's extremely even. I don't have a tight end, but a lot of other teams are like 4 wide receivers, 4 running backs. Me,
Stacking Love and Matthew
symmetry.
Golden, I can
I
understand
feel good
it.
about both these guys being my
Golden's
third
probably
option.
not
I
going to
don't
fall
love
back to you
Swift,
at
the
the
player.
9-11
But that has not mattered
or
throughout his entire
10-2
career. Throughout his
picks.
entire career.
So I
Detroit,
don't
fantasy
hate
relevant.
going after Golden
Philly,
there.
1,000-yard rusher, fantasy relevant. Last year,
Herbo.
Chicago, not very good, fantasy relevant. And now that he's with Ben Johnson, look, I don't think
It's
he's
such a weird
great
team
running
because
back,
Walker
but
is
the
injury
Bears didn't really
prone.
address
James Conner
bringing in
has a
other
tendency
RBs
to be injury
this offseason.
prone.
Ben Johnson's worked with them before.
I hope
and again,
DeAndre
he's
Swift
just
has a
my
good year
RB3,
because
my
he's
flex
getting
spot for
Ben
now.
Johnson.
I like him in the Matthew Golden, taking the Packers wide receiver.
I don't
one,
like Puka
first-round
at
wide
where his
receiver,
value
stacking with
is.
Jordan Love.
Herbert's a reach.
One thing I didn't
I
talk
don't
about
like.
that
I think
should
on
have pretty
paper when
early
you
on
look at
is
this team,
I
you're
took
thinking to
Justin
yourself, "Hey,
Herbert
you know what?
in the third
Like this isn't a
round. I
horrible
think
team."
I
But
might
when you
have
think
been able
about
to
where
get
the
him
picks
when I
fell
had
and the value he got
another
from the
pick in the
picks,
fifth
that's where it
on the
becomes
way back.
questionable
Sorry,
because
could've taken him not the third or fourth
Herbert
turn, but on
especially
the
is
fifth, he
the
might have still been
outlier
there,
here.
but he's my guy.
And there are a couple
And
of
I
other
believe
guys
in
I
him.
would just
And to be
much
honest,
rather have
looking at the
had.
entire
You know, guys
picks,
that are going to
the
get
entire board
those
between Herbert
those
and my
receptions,
fifth
guys
round pick,
like
there's not a single other
Kamara.
guy I would have wanted over him besides maybe Trevor Lawrence. I thought about going T-Law and then trying to get Herbert in round 5, but didn't work out. Still feel good
Grabbing
about my
T-Law
QBs. My
instead
entire
of
team is guys I like.
Herbert would have been
The running back
absolutely
room,
insane to go
I
at the
feel like
311.
it's fragile. Like Kenneth has had injury history. James is older and has injury history. And Swift, I don't believe, is that great. But situationally, they're all in good spots. My wide receivers I like. My QBs I love. Feel good. Feel really good.
I knew J-Mo was going to take my heart right there. So we're going to make a terrible decision. Last year, I took a quarterback tight end stack here, and it worked out terribly. So we're doing it again. TJ Hawkinstein
JJ
pairing with
McCarthy
JJ McCarthy.
going with TJ Hawkinstein.
help, brother.
Oh,
It all depends on him because I think he's going running back. I need running back. If he goes Aaron Jones, I'm going Jakrowski, Merritt, Bill. If he doesn't go Jones, then we'll go.
Oh, he didn't pick somebody yet? Oh, I thought he went back.
Fumbling with himself. This is everything. When I come in here, I know exactly. I have 2 guys in mind, or sometimes just one guy that I don't think they were gonna pick. And last time, I'm happy with Emeka. Happy with Emeka. I just need to hammer down this flex in the running back position. There's a lot of wide receiver value still out there.
Yo, today. Come on.
Where you going?
Fucking Aaron Jones, man. Fucking hate it. Why, is that who you wanted?
Yes.
he keeps getting sniped.
So I'm
Gut.
sorry I have to do this to you.
Gutterstein.
It's not what I wanted fucking Pacheco or fucking.
Literally, like, this could not, like, you couldn't script
Corey
this
Krosky Merritt
back
feels
to
so
back.
gross.
Like, I literally come, say to the camera who I'm picking, and then just gets taken. We're going Bill.
He's got an RB.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, you should say it even quieter.
Just wait on fucking Pacheco or Swift.
Things have not really gone my way. I liked my next 2 picks with JSN and McLaurin, but then things started going downhill. I really wanted T-Law to get BTJ, but it seems like that wasn't going to happen where he got drafted and then the quarterbacks who got taken before my next pick, but that hurt. I didn't feel strong
Having to
about
choose
Goff, but,
Fields
like,
is
he has
It must
high
feel
floor,
gross.
low ceiling. So then on the comeback, I took Fields, who's high ceiling, low floor. They could be atrocious, or like he's just a running
must
back,
feel, honestly, it
and
must
he
feel
gets me
super
a ton
gross.
of points in the red zone. So
Laporta,
I don't know. And then
in some
the next two
drives,
rounds were
like
an absolute
normal
calamity.
PPR,
I'm
Laporta's
fine
going
with
as
the
like
quarterbacks,
the
don't love
40
them, but I'm
something
fine with
overall
them.
pick.
The next two rounds is where I went wrong.
So getting him in the
I had
7th, I
7,
don't necessarily
0,
hate. I think there's decent
and
value there.
I knew I wanted Laporta to
I
stack
think there's a
with Goff
lot
to
of
get my tight
value
end,
in having
but I
Aaron
also
Jones
needed
as
my
well.
second running back, and I liked
I can
Pacheco
understand the
and
hate,
Swift.
but I do think that he is
fine
a
with either or,
lot
completely fine
better
either or, and I
than
thought
he's
one of the
given
two would
credit
get back
for.
to me. So if I only wanted one of Laporta, I didn't want Hawk. If I only wanted that tight end, I was going to go with that tight end and then hope that Pacheco or Swift would come back to me. And of course, 3 running backs were taken before. 2 of them were Pacheco and Swift, and I got left with Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones.
Second time my pick's got taken right in front of me. Second time, but we're gonna go with the hyped up Billy baby here.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt in the
shout out this
8th.
draft board for having him on sticky.
Yo,
I
shout out
actually
this
ended
draft
up
board for
grabbing
Doug just loving
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, I think, in
summer
the
risers.
11th
Bill.
in my home league.
We're about 7 rounds deep right now, 8 rounds deep right now. Got my pick stolen twice, back to back. I wanted to wait to get
I was
recorded.
pretty
and having it
pretty
back-to-back
shocked,
fashions, joke
but
on it.
definitely
We wanted to
seeing
take
that I'm
RJ
getting
Harden
a
first,
lot of
got picked
value.
right before. We wanted
going
to pick
in the 8th
Aaron
round.
Jones. Got picked right before.
Aaron Jones, it's fine. A Kevin O'Connell offense.
Don't
but
hate
I don't
it.
feel
Don't hate
strongly
it.
about that offense with JJ leading it. So maybe like in the red zone, they'll want Aaron Jones more. I don't fucking know. I fucking blew that. I should have just taken Pacheco, and then Laporta probably would have been there for me anyways. But I don't even feel that strongly about Laporta. I just wanted to stack with Goff. I should have gone with one of the running backs and then dealt with tight ends later, because I still think Andrews is value in that Ravens offense. I'm
Yeah.
really upset with the
I
way
agree.
I went about those 2 picks, but overall, I like the team. I just don't love it.
You know what? These things happen in fantasy football, so we just adjust. Guys that are on the back burner, right? I pick a risky pick in Bill. Do I believe in him to be my RB2? No, we're probably gonna take some flyers at the end. See if we can get some stability.
Yeah, I
here.
didn't even realize
Take
that
more
Gut
guys
didn't
because I
have
know we're
another
gonna play
starting
week
running
1.
back.
I think he's still worth the
That's
shot,
the
though.
issue with some of
Definitely
these,
rising on
you
draft
know,
boards.
like
Obviously,
taking
we've
tight
put all the
ends,
camp
taking
buzz
the
around
Trey
him. One person
McBrides.
from
You
his
lose out
Eckler.
on some of that
They
running
just traded
back
B-Rob, so I feel
value. You
better
can
about
grab a
getting
running
him
back
picked
here
up.
in the 3rd
I mean, I'm never gonna
round,
complain
and
about
then
that.
you still
Obviously,
have
still
guys
wide
like Tyler
receiver,
Warren,
rookie,
guys
another rookie
like
guy, taking back-to-back rookies that
you
I
know
love, but
Evan
we'll take our
Ingram
shots
in
on
the
those
later
guys,
rounds that you
and
can
feel good
grab.
about it going into
I'm
our
looking
next
at
round here.
even
So
later than
the
that. Tight end
approach right now.
19,
We have all the
Zach
wide receivers, we have
Ertz.
all the running backs, we have our tight end,
Value
we have our 2 quarterbacks. We have
could
everyone we
be
need.
insane.
Let's go for everything from here on out. I don't care how many players I get at what position. I'm just going best player available or my guy.
Yeah.
If it's best player available objectively in a tier gap, 100%. And then from there on, it's just my guy.
I'm not joking around. I'm taking Bryce Young.
You got to do what you got to do.
All right, Big Joe.
Bryce Young going over
Gonna try and fuck
some of the other guys.
Am I gonna fuck you?
Interesting.
Taking Michael Penix.
Move to Miami.
Michael Penix to get the Drake London stack. I don't hate it.
Congratulations, big man, on
Can
the
dig
big
it.
marriage. I'm going Travis Kelce.
Tua. Kelsey
Keith,
goes.
If you admit my team's better than yours, I'll swap with you straight up. Squad.
No, I don't like the squad. Although I do like the Dolphins stack a lot. I will not lie.
So if you like the Dolphin stack, then you have to like my squad.
I'm in love with my first 4 picks.
Stacking up picks that we absolutely fucking hate at this
Oh,
point.
man.
Risky on the guide.
Jesus Christ.
Chris Olave feels gross. I can
just
see
got
it
my
in Nick's
3rd
face.
wide receiver, which I hate. I really thought I was going to be a lot more wide receiver heavy, but Chuba falling to 7 feels like it threw a little bit of wrench in there. I will say, oh God, I just took Olave. I guess at the 8-10, like, could be worse, right? The 8-10? Olave's a 1,000-yard receiver guy.
I think I would have much rather had Jerry Judy there, Nick. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Saints this summer. You know, looking at my team, I actually don't hate it at all.
No, I think Nick has one of the better teams in
I think
this.
I timed the runs well.
in this league
so basically,
for sure.
I came in here first and I said I'm going to take Chase because I don't think quarterbacks are going to go off the board for a while, which was the case, right? I said those first 5 will go. Mahomes went all the way at the 212. Another QB didn't go till the 311. So I was able to get Brock and Trevor Lawrence at the 4, 5 turn there. I had Baker ranked. I actually had Baker and someone else ranked higher than T Law. I don't know what I was like. I don't care. I was panicking. I always panic when I'm on the fucking.
Yeah, going T Law there
like
instead of Baker. He could have had Purdy and Baker, and that was.
Pickens fell to
I
me
would
at
have loved that a
6'10".
lot more than
Was
the
really hoping
Trevor Lawrence pick.
that I was able to get Travis Hunter on the way back so I could stack, or Zay Flowers as my wide receiver 3. But Ron being big Ronald Steno over there, I should have known. Like, I've done content with Ron where he's talked about Travis Hunter. He oozed about Travis Hunter. Knew I wasn't going to stack him with T-Law, so that hurts a little bit. Did get Chuba, so he's like my first flex player. I feel like Chuba in the flex is not terrible.
No,
Chris
it's
Olave
not horrible.
Is actually going to fucking... That one I don't feel great about after watching Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler play this preseason.
Starting to hate the draft. Needs some stability at wideout. Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers, nice.
Requested a trade.
Stability from the trade line.
What about that is stable? You
Compared to my
drafted
other guys.
potentially the least stable compared to the
Stability,
other guys.
because he's going to finally find his new home.
That is the. I don't think he knew.
That's
he requested a
hilarious.
trade. I don't know. It's okay to admit you didn't know.
I for sure did.
Yeah.
It's okay. Things have taken a turn. We are in a dead spot in the draft.
They're not gonna
and
trade
my
Jacoby
wide
Myers.
Receivers might be in shambles. It's feeling pretty good.
There's no
until we hit
reason
the Ricky
for them to
Pearsall
trade
pick,
Jacoby
which I still
Myers.
think he has some upside, but coming back down the stretch, I'm thinking, okay, let me get some stability. You know, just somebody that can.
We're over an hour
hold
into
the
this.
spot if we
Only
need him. So I'm
40,
thinking, all right, Jacoby Myers,
37
like,
minutes
wide
left.
receiver 1,
We're almost
he's gonna
done.
get his volume. He can be that stable force.
Gonna
high floor,
again
and he's
talk
not gonna be a
about-
league winner. Turns out he requested a trade yesterday, which I didn't realize.
He did, but he's not going to
Not
get
really sure
traded.
what's going on there.
We're going to talk about the
Double
league
yellow.
through the first
Judy
10
and
picks
Addison.
once we're
Good
done.
pick with Jerry Judy and Addison. Yeah, Ron's doing something here. 2 really good picks.
Was really hoping for Tet and Pickens. We get sniped there, but we end up with Travis Hunter, Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers stacked to Lamar Jackson, which is fun. And on the way back,
Judy and Addison, I
strongly
love.
debated if I was going to go Andrews or Kelsey at the 7-8 turn, but this room is so wide receiver hungry, and it's a 3 wide receiver, 1 flex, full PPR. Our
3 wide
is AJ
receiver,
Brown. I
1
just felt like,
flex
let's hammer
makes
2 more.
receivers
Judy's kind of
that
an ugly
much more
pick, but,
important.
you know, we have enough upside swings with guys like Travis Hunter, Trevion Henderson, so we're fine just getting on base with Judy, and then Addison kind of an upside
Judy
swing as
for
well.
sure.
I think that we're
I'd
decent
much
in
rather
the flex
have.
to
I would
wait
be
it out
starting
until
Judy probably
Addison's back from
over
suspension, but I'm stoked
Zay
with the team so
Flowers.
far.
Definitely
Don't feel
over
pressure to
Travis
get
Hunter.
A third quarterback with Mahomes and Lamar. Really, what it's going to come down to.
Addison
is
might be
how many tight
super
ends fall
super
between
valuable
now,
once he
our
comes
9th
back from
round pick. We'll see if
suspension.
waiting
You know,
on
he's
tight
going to
end
be
pays off
fresh.
here,
He's
but I
going to
think
be
the tight
healthy.
end's better than the wide receiver, so that's where I'm at.
Not saying shit this time. Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams grabbing another
just
running
because
back.
I think he's going to get opportunity.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
can turn
starting
things
running
around.
back
I
for
was just
Dallas.
looking for,
Somebody's going to get
you know,
opportunity.
potential RB1 on
Javonte
his
Williams
team
is going
at
to
this
start
point,
with it.
But I don't
I
know
don't
if it's
hate
just
it.
the quality of the guys that were taken, but these last few picks, I have not felt like I got my guy. I felt like
Yeah.
they weren't necessarily panic picks, but I don't feel great about them. Still feel great about the top of the draft, and there's still some gems to be had there. But now we're kind of into the point where it's like, who can I get that just is going to get some looks and is not just pure upside risk? We'll see if the floor
Nick
pays
Chubb
off.
is another
Not
guy like
feeling great.
Javonte
This is
that
all
I've been
Tony's
looking
fault. Ever
at.
since he took DJ Moore as his 4th wide receiver instead of letting him fall to me for the stack, I have felt terrible. But still doing better than last year. Still feel good about the top of the draft. We have some work to do.
Marcus.
Nick going Mark Andrews is incredible. Just adds to, I think, the value that he has on his team thus far.
Future, Cam Ward.
Tony getting his second quarterback, choosing Cam Ward over Geno over
Because a lot of people just like
Sam
knew he was
Darnold.
fat.
Crazy.
He was also terrible.
He is
last
fat.
year. Thoughts?
Trust me, he is Jack. He is
I
fat.
bet.
New team, Cooper Cup. 9th round. I just
Koopy,
made my 9th round
baby.
pick. Since the last time I talked to you guys, it's Jahmyr Gibbs, Drake London, Kyron Williams, George Kittle, Baker, Cortland Sutton, DK Metcalf, Michael Penix, and I just took Cooper Cup.
That 3-run,
Why?
honestly,
Well, I was
Joe.
gonna take Debo.
The first
Jack
7
still
picks
needs
of
to pick for me,
Joe.
So then I took
Cook.
Cooper Cup. I've felt better throughout
Penix,
the draft. I did have a plan. I was like,
don't
I
hate,
do want Cortland
but
Sutton, and he fell to me.
And I can
Not really
understand
sure if
wanting
it's
to
a
stack
fall.
with
I got
Drake
him in
London,
the
but those first 7 picks,
6th round,
holy
so I don't
cook.
really know if that's considered a fall, but I got him in the 6th, and then I was like, you know what? Hopefully I can get DK Metcalf because I don't know who else is on their fucking team and who else Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball to. Got him
Yeah,
too.
nobody.
And then I was like, hopefully I can get Michael Penix just because I like the Michael Penix Drake London stack. felt to me too. I kind of feel good that I got 3 guys that I was looking at, and I didn't have to like pivot from it. So in my heart of hearts, I feel good about that. Yeah. So far,
I think
feel
Joe
better
is
than I do
looking
last
up.
year. That's for sure. I started off not sure
He's
how I
looking
was going to feel compared
He's
to last
looking
year.
a lot better than last
I feel
year.
miles better than what
Yeah.
I was at this point of last year. But we all know how this works.
Joe
After
on
week
the
one,
up and
I'm gonna
up.
Be sitting there going, why the fuck did I pick half these people? I did?
Playoff
But 9 rounds in,
playoff
I
team
don't
Joe
really know,
incoming.
at this
Although he
point now,
needs
I'm
another
just, like,
running back. 'Cause
fucking picking
he's
whoever for whoever.
got a
but
rough week
couple
8.
guys that I feel like I could still snag. You know, I'm feeling pretty good. Do I have the winning team? Don't think so. Do I have not the last place team though? That's the biggest thing. I do not believe I have the last place team. So that is a big W.
Round
Yeah,
9
that's a
pick.
big dub for Joe.
Choosing the only NFL player I've legitimately beaten in a sit-up competition, Stephon Diggs.
You know what?
What'd you beat him in?
Sit-ups competition.
Okay.
It was legitimate. I didn't cheat.
Things that we don't believe.
Josh Downs.
JL beats Stephon Diggs in a sit-up competition. Caleb Johnson.
that one?
No,
No, that's a
dude.
good pick. I thought so.
No,
That's a great pick, man.
it's not.
J.K. Dobbins.
It's just
First
not.
handcuff, I think.
Oh boy.
Jordan Mason.
Caleb Johnson
That's
can't. He just can't even get playing time over Jalen Warren.
Jordan Mason's just like
Jordan Mason, sleepy pick, especially for Aaron Rodgers. Tyler Warren.
I am extremely
Nice tight end
happy that
pick.
Tyler Warren falls to me here. End of the 9th round. I thought he would go a little earlier. You know, last year I fucked up. I was looking at Bowers and I was like, nah, rookie tight end, don't want to do it, and let JMO take him instead. That was probably my biggest mistake of the draft. I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm taking that rookie tight end. He's going to be very involved in this offense.
He might
Daniel
grab
Jones doesn't throw
100
it deep.
targets this year.
Gonna find Tyler
Not
Warren
even
alive.
gonna lie.
I
He
like
might
him
be
as
the
my tight end
best
one. I'll take it.
receiver
All right.
on that
Talk
team.
about balance.
Darnell Mooney, also very,
Three
very
Packers,
underrated.
Tucker Kraft.
Wow.
There we go.
Tucker Kraft to go with Jordan Love.
No.
Don't hate
either.
it, but you've
waiting
got a
on you.
lot of Green
Chris
Bay
Godwin.
offense on there.
I'm not down with Jordan Mason.
via
Chris
sources.
Godwin.
He's going to be ready for week 1.
Interesting
Shakir.
pick. Khalil Shakir.
My RB2 of
Potentially
this class,
wide receiver
and,
1 for
I
Buffalo.
think he's in a great spot, great situation now with no running back in front of him. I'm going Dylan Sampson.
Wow.
Great pick.
Dylan Sampson, nice.
Jaden Reed.
Good pick.
God damn it.
With Quinshawn Judkins'
Jalen Warren.
issues.
Don't
Jalen
do this
Warren,
to me,
oh
Tony.
my God, Joe,
Nice little
continue
flex
to
with
cook.
benefits.
Joe is
Zach
cooking.
Charbonnet.
Go.
I love Jalen Warren
This
here.
one goes out to Joe, who in week 3 of last year dropped a 50 cheeseburger on his fucking head. Jawan Jennings.
Nick. I don't know how to feel about Jawan Jennings. I don't know what's going to
Njoku.
happen with him, honestly.
Sure, that should be big.
I'm
Dylan
hoping
Gabriel
that they're
to
going to
Njoku
figure it
is gonna
out,
go
but
crazy.
man,
No one can hear you. You don't have a mic.
Yeah.
I don't feel super confident about the
Shut the
Jawan
fuck
Jennings.
up, Jack.
Do you think
Joe
do you think-
Flacco's going to be slinging it.
Do you think he's gonna finish the season?
Probably not, but Njoku will.
That's why I said Dylan Gabriel to Njoku will be
Yeah,
fine.
it's going to be a movie.
Dylan
Okay.
Gabriel to Njoku.
And we're on the same page.
Colston Loveland, as everybody knew.
Evan
See,
Ingram
2 for
gets
2.
taken
Can I
by
go
Jack.
2?
I love it.
Yes.
Joku, Colston Loveland, Etienne.
Back-to-back Cleveland, Cedric Tillman.
Nice.
I don't know how I feel
Surprisingly
about the
good Geno
Cedric
Smith.
Tillman.
Michael Pittman.
Gino.
Keon
Nick
Coleman.
grabs
Houston
Stafford.
Texans wide
Interesting.
receiver Jaden Higgins.
Joe gets Keon Coleman
I've
as
been
well.
taking shots all day.
Joe
I'm
is
gonna continue to
honestly
take
the
some
last couple of
shots.
picks. Joe's been
This
just
feels like a
cooking,
half
cooking,
quarter.
cooking.
I did it last year. I was fine.
Oh,
Rebounding.
I meant to look at the teams after 10. Okay, so I'm gonna continue. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really like Nick's team. He's still probably my favorite, but Joe, his run, going from Kittle to Metcalf, is absolutely insane. I really love the cup pick where he got it. Jalen Warren, I think, is still RB1 there in Pittsburgh. Keon Coleman is potentially and arguably wide receiver 1 in Buffalo. Could see an uptick in targets. Wow, he is looking great. Casey has by far the worst team. It's not close. I don't think it's close at all. After Goff, it gets a little questionable. Justin Fields, you could have chosen a different player. Probably would have preferred grabbing a running back there. And you could have gotten a receiver much later. Tua was still available, J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix, Geno, even, could potentially score quite a bit of points. I just didn't like the pick for where it was. Casey's having a rough one.
That feels unnecessary.
Ollie Gordon
That
is
felt
a
unnecessary.
reach.
Brandon Ayuk.
What the hell?
Cam Scatterbo.
Imagine having to draft a running back right now.
Scatterbo.
I can't even figure out what your team is.
Could he take over for Tyrone Tracy? Who knows? Tank Bigsby is. I'm a fan of that decision.
At this point in the draft, I think it's important.
Let's go, Jay!
To not take a guy that's pick 140 and hope he 130 value, but to swing on home runs. So I'm gonna go with Anthony Richardson as my QB3.
Oh no!
Dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Oh no, JMO. Oh no.
That's a great pick, man.
That is horrific.
I hate it.
I drafted Anthony Richardson towards the end of the draft as my QB3 with Daniel Jones still on the board, but I think it's important when we're late in fantasy drafts, you're not drafting the QB 29 and hoping he ends the year as a QB 27. No, you draft the QB 30 and Anthony Richardson on a guy who has upside to be.
You could have grabbed, but you could have grabbed a guy like Russell Wilson
because he has that upside. He is the best possible fantasy quarterback. He's the best fantasy quarterback handcuff in fantasy football.
He has Malik Neighbors.
Running back handcuffs. Quarterback handcuffs.
So I probably would have. If you're going to reach for a quarterback, you should reach for a quarterback that's going to start.
The guy the film guys love and going with Rashid Shaheed.
And having Malik Neighbors, I would have expected a Russell Wilson stack.
Brian Robinson.
Brian Robinson grabbing McCaffrey's backup is absolutely incredible.
Paid Christian Kirk a 4-year, $72 million contract this offseason?
No. That's just.
What'd they pay him?
That was what the Jaguars gave him 4 years.
No. What'd they pay him this offseason? I think they paid him no.
They traded a sixth for him.
Google AI. It probably
Google AI's never been right once.
What'd they pay him though?
Like a normal Sal. Yeah, I think they just have they just traded for him. We need to just.
So if I haven't put this on the board, where do we stand on that?
You don't have to do it.
He's going Christian Kirk.
You want
you didn't stick him yet.
Who were you?
I literally want him. Fuck both of y'all.
Do you want Christian Kirk?
Yeah.
Someone give me his contract real quick.
This is.
He just got traded. So
okay, so he's on that contract. Kind of like Kirk.
Undo it.
You want me to undo it?
Yeah, undo it.
Hold on, let me check my ranking.
Yeah, he's still in the last year.
Come on, Jack. Holding up the show.
The Texans. I mean, the Texans aren't paying him much, but he's still getting paid.
Yeah. I'm in between him, Bird, and Mims.
Those who were the guys I was deciding. The other two I felt like I could get later. That's why I was going to take Christian Kirk here.
That makes sense. The only reason I liked Kirk is because I have Rice. So I was like, Kirk will play, then the rookies take over in Houston, and then Rice will be back. Burden. All right, I'm gonna draft Kirk, trade him to you. And
No, just draft Burden if you're going to.
No, I don't want Burden.
It's actually the opposite.
But I don't want to take Burden right here.
No,
I guess technically it's a clip farming.
Then just take Burden.
I'm not taking him hoping that you trade.
I'll trade with you.
Just take Burden.
Just take Burden.
No, I want.
You're making things so much more complicated.
Yo, figure it out back there.
All right, then I'm drafting him, and I want to swap with Burden.
Let's go.
Just pick who you want. Don't pick him because you think you're going to trade him.
That's not going to work.
Look, I mean, I wanted Christian Kirk. I do.
I picked Christian Kirk and offered it to Tony in exchange for
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Can we you just want Burden, just pick Burden.
I picked Kirk.
Look, just make your pick on it.
I don't want Burden right here, though.
You're not
Is he going to take the risk?
I don't know that.
I would just choose my guy.
Not really. I kind of need a running back, but I do like Christian Kirk, so I would have taken Kirk there. Burden, I felt like I could get with a last round pick.
Yeah.
Ramondre Stevenson, he ain't gonna do shit either, you know. At that point, I'm just hoping for a trade.
Tank
on
Bigsby's still there, I believe.
I guess we're good, but I just need running backs. Whatever. I'm not trusting Jack. I don't need Christian Kirk enough to trust Jack. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Decent.
Going Ramondre.
What the fuck, dude?
I told you to just draft.
I wanted Burden. You said Kirk. I wanted to do a trade.
You gotta read Ron here.
Trying to make a trade today.
Do I take this
Today.
guy and risk that Ron don't get him?
Yeah, it's another not great pick.
No, that was like you're picking everybody I picked last year, dude.
Okay, Tank Bigsby did go
That's
to
probably a good
JMO.
strategy.
Jerome Ford. We're getting into the crazy running back picks. The picks you don't ever feel confident in anybody about. Daniel Jones going. Luther Burden goes.
Do you want to swap? No, sir. And then my other guy, Basil Tootin, baby. Yes, I do have
Basil
strategy too, and I
Tootin.
do not care.
You asked him post-pick interview here.
Arguably in one of the best
That's what I like.
places to take over
that
apart from
backfield?
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt.
Trying to wait for the handcuff.
Don't really know what's going on in
Years,
that
talked about it
receiver,
nonstop.
running back room out there in Jacksonville.
Deontay Thornton
Nick
Jr.
going.
What team is he on? Nah, it ain't.
Really going with the rookie Thornton.
Already filling up my IR spot, Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon taking the risk on Mixon. I don't hate it. Nick Chubb was available still.
Fucking style player.
Joe choosing Nick Chubb. He is just continuously grabbing players that I myself would have drafted. I don't know if that says anything about me as a fantasy football player,
I think you actually.
but Joe is making all the decisions I feel like in this position that I would make.
Taken a Puka in the 7th.
Chuba, Olave,
Jack went
Andrews,
Marvin Mims.
Stafford, Jerome Ford.
They're vets.
We still got 7 rounds left.
Get real here. You have 2 Miami wide receivers.
That offense is fire.
Is it?
That offense is not fire.
Anytime
2022
Tua has been healthy.
Grayson Davis.
We're gonna keep
Ray
with the
Davis.
shots, keep
I don't
rolling.
hate getting that
Horns, get Jay
handcuff.
Jay Down.
Jadon Blue.
I do not like that selection.
Jake Ferguson.
Casey
Let Russ
grabbing
cook.
his second tight end.
rookie, Trey
Russell
Harris.
Wilson being grabbed by Adam.
Say something.
Trey Harris.
Giving up on you.
I was going to say this
Have James
earlier.
Conner,
Trey
so going
Harris
Trey
going
Benson.
to
I like
JMO
that.
with Justin
Yeah, I
Herbert
like
could
that
be
a
pretty
lot.
nasty. I was a big Trey Harris
see what
Ole
he can
Miss
see.
guy, so
Najee
I
Harris.
love having
Shot
Trey
baby.
Harris.
Let's go with Josh Palmer.
Sexy dude,
Hell.
Kyle Williams, and then Keenan Allen's kind of, low-key underrated.
I'll trade you for him.
Jackson Dart.
Amari Cooper.
Take another risk on Jackson Dart. Joe grabbing Amari Cooper, who could potentially provide a spark in that offense to
1,000-yard
the
rusher.
Raiders.
And starting running back. for the
Roshan
Houston
Johnson.
Texans, Damian Pierce.
Yeah, fuck with that.
Duncan
Woody
King.
Marks.
Going Joe
I don't
Flacco,
hate
and
going
I'll be going
for
Isaiah
Woody
Likely
Marks
right
there.
into my damn IR spot.
Ron kind of put on a fucking.
Yeah,
master
likely
class
going
here.
into the IR spot.
Besides your fucking
Probably gonna miss the
jack
first
shit.
4 weeks. I don't know how I feel. I have likely in a couple of leagues, dynasty leagues, and
Horton here's a heave.
every time he gets hurt, I'm just like, man.
He took Horton.
What team, Casey?
Horton, wide receiver,
fuck
the
in the
rookie
last
from
fucking round?
Seattle.
What do you want me to
Really? Is he rising up the draft boards like that? I haven't seen anybody draft him. Tyler Algier. Tony actually stacking up on handcuffs. Tyler Algier, one of the best handcuffs. Shador Sanders, arguably the worst pick on this board now. Really fighting Anthony Richardson there next to JMO, but at least I know that Richardson has a chance of playing.
All right, last pick.
Kareem Hunt, Wandale Robinson.
Another guy that helped build the foundation of your team.
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Wandale Robinson, Kyle Pitts, nice.
Let's go. Pitts mania. Pitts mania. Let's fucking
Casey
go, Gutters.
going up there. What's he gonna
Justice
grab?
Hill.
Running back,
William
Justice
Shipley.
Hill.
All right, Steve.
Will
home run
Shipley,
swing here.
definitely
Let's go,
a handcuff
Steve.
that you
Alright,
need.
everyone make a
A
prediction.
lot
Who will
of
Jay
people are
draft?
picking Shipley
I'm going.
in these drafts, expecting Saquon to get hurt, mad, and curse.
He already has two of them boys. I think
JMO
he's gonna go with who's is Allen Robinson still
probably
on
could use another receiver
Another
here,
running back?
if I could be quite honest
One
with
more
you. Maybe
rookie,
another tight end.
think Jalen Royals.
Interesting.
Dot.
Nobody even knows who he is.
Sexy,
Utah
you're
State
the last pick of the
wide
draft.
receiver
You gotta
rookie.
build up the hype a little more there.
Last pick.
Let's get another
Sexy.
speech. Put 'em up on the-
Coming for the
Go
last pick.
again.
Thought it was going to be 20 rounds. I guess it's only going to be
Do it
15.
one more time. You're almost there.
With the final pick in your idiot league mates, Judge Sexual selects Brenton Strange.
Yeah.
Brenton Strange, nice. Underrated
Sexy, that was gonna
last
be my
pick,
pick if I
underrated
take
tight end
Gordon.
pick. So we now see everybody's overall teams. The further we got into Joe's team, the more I liked it. I really, really love Nick's team as well. I will say, I do think that Casey probably has the worst team. I think that J-Mo made some very questionable decisions. Anthony Richardson at the forefront of that. Jalen Royals coming in at the end. Obviously, you're going to take a shot on whoever. But, yeah, very questionable decision there. Jack, I don't like his receivers. I don't like the fact that he has Rashee Rice being suspended for the first 6 games, and that's his wide receiver 2. And the next wide receiver up is Jalen Waddle. He's going to be relying heavily on that Miami offense, and I just don't like it. So I don't... the guys from Snapback, I don't really care for their teams at all. Really love Nick's team. Really love Joe's team, too. And then everybody just kind of fills into the middle.
An extra flex spot, so the fact that we don't have a double flex on top of it got me feeling a little nice
shaky.
Now.
Yeah.
Overall, I don't feel like I have a lot of holes in my lineup. If I can go back and maybe dish out a pick, I'll tell you what, Jawan Jennings, like, not going to be a needle mover, but if I didn't get him with that last wide receiver pick of mine, we'd be in a bad place.
Yep.
We'd be in a bad place heading to a worse place.
Probably.
Overall, I like the lineup. I'm looking at sleeper week 1 projections, which I actually hate. They have me projected for the highest scoring team in week 1, 137. They already have me with a 62% advantage over JMO. That is almost an auto L for me. That's like when the Yahoo grades your draft and they're like, you got an A+ draft. That, you know, you're not making the playoffs at that point. That sucks. But I like that we start off with a gate, 3 division games, then we end the season with 3 division games.
You know, the team definitely ended up looking not how I would expect it to look. DJ Moore, Garrett Wilson, Ladd McConkey,
Yeah, honestly,
Devontae Adams, Travis
Tony
Kelce.
had a
Basically
rough
my
draft.
whole team
Getting stuck with David Montgomery
was a list of guys I did not expect to have. So it kind of went downhill after round
quite
2
rough.
here. You know, all in all, the shape
for your
of it,
second
I don't
running
think
back,
it's
but I
that
do
bad.
like a lot
If
of the
Cam
picks he
Ward
made
can have
as
a
far
good
as
rookie season, I think I'm in
handcuffs
phenomenal
later on.
shape.
Zach Charbonnet, big
I do
fan.
think that's going to
Tyler
kinda make or
Algier,
break it,
big
though.
fan.
I need
I
either
don't hate
Geno Smith
putting
to
Geno
have
with
another good
Jaden
season. He had a
Daniels.
pretty good season last year, but obviously a lot has changed from then till now. I actually think he's in
But
a better
overall, I think
situation
Tony
than he
might
was
have
last
a
year, but
bad
that doesn't
team.
mean
He
he's
might be
gonna
up there with the
produce
Snapback
at a
guys,
better
but I think
level,
he knows
you know?
it.
Nothing's given. It's Geno Smith. We've seen a lot of bad Geno Smith. So I like Geno, but I also recognize that it's, you know, nothing's a given with him. My bench is just horrific. I try to load up on running backs to kind of make up for the fact that my RB2 is David Montgomery, and I don't love that. Don't look at my bench. My bench is fucking gross. But I think the starting lineup's not bad. Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams. I need you guys to kind of get your shit together. There were flashes last year that you guys had good times with Aaron Rodgers, but I need you.
Yeah.
Another draft.
It's how all of us
Hands
are
down
looking
to
at
the
your
middle
team,
there.
Tony. I'm sorry.
Way better than last year. Really happy with the squad, especially the top half of the draft. We got Josh Allen, we got Caleb Williams. That is a dynamic duo to lead us at quarterback. Love the Chase Brown, Bucky Irving picks.
I really
Calvin
liked
Ridley,
the first
Ted
3
McMillan.
picks.
To top it
It's
off.
hard to mess up the
And
first
rest,
3
you know,
picks,
it's
right?
kind
But
of a
Calvin
crapshoot.
Ridley
Like, we
going
got our
at
depth, we got some high upside
4th
guys, we got some
pick
guys
and then
that
grabbing
play
Caleb
now. Either way,
Williams after
way
that
better
was
than last year.
definitely
Going
questionable.
3 in the
I
division,
definitely
I
would have
think.
much rather had
I'm
McMillan
not
over
really
Ridley, so
scared
to
of anyone.
reach
I
for
think
him
Sexy might have had
there
an alright draft.
is insane.
JL,
But
Adam, I play Adam
he
week
did
1. I
get
think that's gonna
McMillan,
be
he
a
did get
slaughter.
Pearsall, he did get
He's got
Myers,
some
which I
guys in
like
there
all
on
of
the
them,
up list. I don't even
and
know how he's gonna fill out a
picked up
lineup, but
Javonte
feeling great.
as
Who I
a
thought fucked up
running
this
back
draft.
who's probably going to
I'm
start.
gonna be honest, Adam.
It's not
I
horrible.
think the draft was a little questionable on your part.
I'm honestly feeling pretty good about my team. I feel good, not great about my team. I think I did some things this year that I wanted to, based on how last year went. Wanted to make sure my receiver room as a whole was
I don't like
better
the
than last year.
Hawkinson,
I constantly was having to put
McCarthy
in guys like Ray McLeod
stack.
last year, and that I was trying as much as possible
The
not
running
to do
back
at least
room
out of
is
the draft
so
right away. So I feel good about my
at
receiver
best.
room. I'm
J.K.
St. Brown,
Dobbins,
Marv
if he
at
were
my
to be
2. Then I
the
have,
starting running back,
Devontae
get
Smith
majority
as
of the
my
carries,
3.
it
I
might
have Rome
look all
as my
right, but
4,
everything
and
else is just
Godwin
looking
as my 5. So I feel really good about that room, honestly. I wanted to make sure, obviously, my quarterbacks weren't as bad as last year. That was a disastrous quarterback room I had last season. I feel like it's kind of mid at this point, but still going with woke quarterbacks because J.J. McCarthy, unproven, and Kyler Murray feels about as hated as ever. I do like Genty as my 1 as far as the running back goes, but then, you know, I've got my running back 2 is an area of concern. I'm gonna have to see what I can do.
Yeah, you need to. You're probably gonna need to make a trade there, buddy.
But then I have Eckler. Shipley's more of just a handcuff to. I don't have Barkley, but if there was an injury to happen, I think Shipley could be really good. So he's probably someone I'm looking to cut early if nothing happens to Saquon right away. I also got Najee Harris. I have no idea what's up with the eye. So I feel like my team's in a good spot, not a great spot. So we will see how it goes.
It's in an all right spot. It's not in a good spot, I would say.
I don't know how I feel about my team. I feel
the second running
solid.
back is
Obviously,
really killing
Tajay
it.
now on IR, which makes me feel better about Pollard, but really tough matchups for week 1. I think we lose week 1 to Ron as we really get our feet under us to see
Same
what
kind
running backs
of
have what
issues
roles
I
here.
feel
Dylan
like are with
Sampson,
Guts'
Ollie
team.
Gordon
I
should play
love
week 1.
Nico.
Merritt
I love
should play
CD.
week 1. Like, we
I
should
definitely
have
would have
some
much
rookies
rather
coming out and
had
play week
a
1.
running
And
back
we'll see
at
who does
2
what with it. The
probably
big
to
thing
go
for
with
me though is matchups.
CD, especially when you look at the start
Week 1, CD
that he had,
Philly,
and you realize that he went Tony Pollard, and then Corey Krosky is his number 2. It's he's a player that you definitely want to have as like your RB3, but not as
matchup proof.
Somebody that you want to rely on as your
RB2. I
RB2.
feel pretty good about that matchup, especially if Matt Stafford doesn't end up playing. We'll see. He should. Overall, week 1 for Ron looks tough, but outside of that, I think my team is really boom or bust here. I think we drafted for ceiling at everything here. Obviously, if CD and Dak hit, ceiling play. If CJ and Nico hit, I feel like very consistent as well with those two. Feel really good about a new OC there for the Texans. A Mecca I really like, obviously.
Yeah.
A late summer riser. Tampa Bay, McMillan out.
Really late
Godwin
summer riser,
out.
but
Emeka
with
should
Godwin
see a lot of
out,
touches, especially
Ibuka
against
looks
Atlanta.
to
Really
be
gonna come down to RB
cooking.
room. We drafted some really potentially great RBs. Ollie Gordon, Dylan Sampson, Jadon Blue, built, and I feel good about all of them. I just need to see who has what role.
We got some boomer bust teams. So I think JL's team is very boomer bust. Guts running back group is crazy. It's Tony Pollard, which is going to end up being a great pick, and then he's got, I think, all rookies.
Guts' team's floor is last place for sure, and I think the floor of Gut is like last by a lot. I like CeeDee Lamb and I like Nico Collins, and I guess that's pretty cool that he stacked them with Dak and CJ Stroud, but let's not forget how terrible of a fantasy season it was for Stroud last year. And I think the majority of the problem for Stroud was his O-line was so terrible, and it might have got even worse. So
they traded Laramie
Stroud,
Tunsil. He's not going to be great. That's why I don't like Nico
Dak
either.
Should be better, but also
I would have much rather had a running back there. I think he would have looked a lot better.
He could probably infect this entire Cowboys team. I think Gus' team is fine, but I think the floor of Gut could be like a couple wins this season.
All right, this is your substitute teacher speaking. I will say, really the only sort of hiccup is how shallow the benches are. In a league where you're starting 3 wide receivers, 1 flex, and then a super flex on top of that, only 6 bench spots means you got to make some really tough decisions. So down the stretch, we take Loveland as our upside tight end. I still like Dallas Goedert and Hunter
in a
Henry,
league where
Zach
he
Ertz. I don't wanna
has
say too
3
many
wide
because I
receivers
wanna-
that he
the
has
first
to
time the waivers
start,
roll, I wanna grab one of these
and
guys.
2 running
What I did in my
backs
final
and
pick,
2
I took Isaiah
quarterbacks,
Likely.
having
I'm gonna
Lamar and
put him on the
Mahomes is
IR.
fine.
I'll get a boring tight end that
I
I feel better about
don't
starting
know
Wilson
if
Love,
I.
and we'll go from there.
I probably would have much rather had a quarterback later. You could have grabbed a flex player like a running back,
I don't know. When you only
or
wait
another
until AJ
receiver
Brown's
there
wide
at the
receiver one,
Mahomes
AJ Brown,
pick,
Travis Hunter, Zay Flowers,
and I
Judy,
probably would have
Addison. We're gonna have to
much
start
rather
4 of those
grabbed
guys
a
every week.
quarterback a little bit later, and I
Addison's
think that his
suspended.
team
Luther Burden's a
probably would
rookie, so I
look
don't know. I
a
think
little
you
more
just have to
appealing in my
build a
eyes.
team like this. We took 2
I
running
just
backs
certainly
up top, so I
don't
feel
believe
fine
in
about
Travis
that.
Hunter. I don't
So
believe
I
in
love
Zay
my team.
Flowers.
I think I'm going to finish first.
So you're kind of down
Yes,
like a wide
sir.
receiver almost
Yes,
immediately because
sir.
of Addison
All right,
being
boys. All
suspended.
those Jack
There's
fans
just a
out
lot
there,
of
I know
question
there's a
marks
few
there
of
in that
y'all
receiver
rode with
room.
me down the stretch when all the haters were hating. Year 2, put in the comments now if you're riding with J Money Millionaire. All right, here's how the team worked out. I went 3 RBs off the bat. I don't know why. It just is the way the board fell, and I got saved by Drake May. If Drake May had been picked before me, I would have been in serious trouble. I don't even like Drake May that much, but I think he could be like a mid-range quarterback this year. He's got some rushing upside. Obviously, the thing that's going to be talked about the most is the Miami love. I went Tua, Tyreek, and Waddle.
Jack's team will be good if it all hits. Like, if everything goes in motion, it should be pretty solid. But
if Miami's cooking, he'll be fine.
And Christian McCaffrey to be healthy.
If they're not, he's going to have a rough season.
Who stacked the Dolphins. Don't know what he was thinking about there. And then he has Rashee Rice and Christian McCaffrey. So Christian McCaffrey could be unhealthy. If Tua gets hurt, there goes Tua, there goes Tyreek, there goes Waddle. So I would say the same thing about Jack. Jack could easily finish dead last.
I love Jack's running backs. I mean, he's literally went all running back. Bijan, CMC, JT, GOATs. And then he tripled down on the Dolphins offense. Fuck with a vision. Probably just not a move I would make.
There's so much risk with this team. You know,
there's a ton of risk.
Rashee Rice suspended. He went triple running back early.
Going as your wide receiver 2 again is just it just looks gross.
It's not exactly ideal for Jack, I think.
I said on here before, I liked Tua. I think when they're healthy, they've shown to be a good offense. Obviously, I'm one concussion away from that whole thing exploding like it did last year, but I'm playing the upside. Like, I think there's a scenario where that offense is explosive, like it was drafted just last year. So that's my play there. I got Shadur because perfect timing. I love Rashee Rice. Like, when he's on the field, he's obviously a monster. My wide receiver room obviously has some major character issues there with Tyreek and Rashee, but our running backs are very sound players.
We really turned it around in these last 3 or 4 rounds. Last I left you, we just had gotten Quinshon Judkins, who definitely is facing some uncertainty in his
a lot of uncertainty. He hasn't even signed a contract yet.
So it was looking a little iffy. I had Stephon Diggs, Jaden Reed, Jaden Higgins, then Judkins, and then the last
choosing
3
Dart,
picks
who
that we just
probably
wrapped up. Ray
isn't.
Davis, Jackson,
There's no guarantee that he's going to play by the end of this season.
Wandale Robinson,
I do like the Wandale Robinson pick. I want to say that because I do think that with a quarterback like Russell Wilson, he could replicate the success and be even better than he was last year. So I do like the Wandale Robinson pick.
It's a weird roster, but it's a good roster. I'm happy. Now it's all about navigating the season. Let's go. Ready to win back to back, boys. Buckle it up. Big Cavs of destiny, baby. Let's go.
Really like my team. I think I'm in a great spot. I'm not really worried about any position. I like what I got everywhere. I am relying on Tyler Warren, a tight end, but there's going to be guys on the waiver wire.
I do like the Kyle Williams pick that he got much later. I do like a lot of the receivers that he got later in
a non-tight end premium league.
And Darnell Mooney and Keenan Allen. I do like getting Aaron Rodgers.
And if something happens,
I personally am not a fan of Xavier Worthy.
Darnell Mooney on the bench. Even Keenan Allen.
Not somebody that I would have drafted. I can understand the decision to do so, especially for the first 6 weeks. And then obviously going double running back, Pacheco and Tracy is the right call there, but these are both guys that could end up losing a majority of their role to somebody else in that backfield. So not my favorite, but definitely not going to get last, I don't think.
I'm a little concerned for J-Mo as far as his wide receiver 3 spot. Only Matthew Golden and really no one else as far as Trey Harris, Jalen Royals. I like him in Dynasty, not in redraft.
I'd put J-Mo down there with Casey as well.
Yeah.
We're in a league like this where you have to start 3 wide receivers in a flex every year or every week. He has Golden at wide receiver 3, Trey Harris wide receiver 4. That's going to be pretty brutal.
I think my team could have been worse for sure. I mean, it could have been J-Mo's. J-Mo's out there saying his team's gas. Where's the gas?
Dude, I might have the GOAT squad. I don't like anyone's team. But I took Jalen Royals, the Chiefs rookie. I just feel like anytime you could take a part of the Chiefs dynasty and there's like an upside swing and we're talking about the last round of the draft, again, it's worth an upside swing.
I'm just going to say, honestly,
I
though.
love Neighbors, Puka, guys I liked. Herbert, my favorite quarterback. Jordan Love,
like
probably the top 5 favorite quarterbacks. I do wish I would able to pull off T-Law and Herbert, but K9 and James
you could have waited on Herbert. I definitely don't think anybody else was going to be looking at him. Rush first offense. This is a guy that you can rely on to go out get like 17 points week in and week out. But this is a run first team.
Again, I already called out Nate's team with Casey.
Again,
don't love his.
If it was a couple of picks later later, I would have
Joe's
loved the value pick,
Guts
but
is a
going
fun one
at the 311,
He went. I thought I went.
not for
risky.
me.
With a couple of my picks, you know, I leaned into my biasness of guys I like. But Gut straight up's like, oh, high risk, high reward of the T. Like, if his running backs miss, he's legit in last week's contention. If his running backs hit, it's like, oh, he might have a perfect lineup, QB, running back, wide receiver, tight end. Like, no flaws. We'll see if they're an anchor or a fucking cheat code. Let me look at JL's team. He was the champ. Let's talk shit on the champ. Jalen Hurts, good start. Don't like Breece Hall. Don't love Diggs. Don't like Quinshon Judkins starting. Don't like Bryce Young. Don't know if I like the team. Sexy's team. Well, he plays JL week 1. Burrow, good. Don't love Sexy's running backs. Let me look at Joe's because I was just talking about it. Gibbs and Williams in London and DK.
Joe might have
love all those.
cooked.
Love Kittle. I like Penix. Okay, really, if just I'm worried about Jalen Warren as a starter, but low-key I thought Nick Chubb was great value. Didn't like Kupp, but if you don't have to start him, good value.
Joe just did his punishment a couple weeks ago, and he followed that up by drafting. I don't hate. You know what? I don't really.
I like
hate
Joe's team.
Michael Penix, we'll have to see what he's like, but I really like the combination of.
I
Gibbs
really
and
like
Kyren.
Joe's team a lot.
With my last pick of the entire draft, I picked the greatest player in the draft, Kareem Hunt. Welcome back home to an actual winning team this year. As I'm looking at projections, even though projections
Nick Chubb
mean
is
absolutely
insane
nothing,
value.
I am currently the
Jalen
third highest
Warren's
projected for
again.
week 1.
It's not somebody.
I last year
well, I
don't
guess it
think
is.
I had a projection
It's somebody
over
that you're
130.
potentially going to be
This year
starting
I have a
because you do
projection of
have one
130.
flexed,
So
and you
that
have
alone
the
makes me
3
feel
receivers. So you
even
got the
though it
Drake
might
London,
not mean
Sutton,
anything,
Metcalf. So you got to play it.
I'll take it.
But it
I
could be a
played Jack
lot
week
worse.
1. Jack week 1. I feel like I got a lot of guys that I wanted. Like I didn't really say that I wanted many guys when I first sat down, but like I like Cortland Sutton, I like Drake London, and I like DK Metcalf. They're all wide receiver ones at their teams, unless I'm missing something. I like getting Michael Penix with Drake London, even though I really am not sold on Michael Penix. Just having that as my stack is nice. I don't mind it. My later round picks, I snagged Cooper Kupp. No idea if he's going to be good or not. I got Keon Coleman,
Who
which I'm kind
knows?
of happy about. I don't really know who else Josh Allen's throwing the ball to. I mean, I know Khalil Shakir. I know he has a sprained ankle. Josh Palmer's on their team now. I don't really know who else he's throwing the ball to. So hopefully Keon Coleman's
Keon
stud.
Coleman
Got Amari Cooper at
season,
the very
breakout
end,
season
just 'cause
incoming.
Brian Robinson, Nick Chubb, and then Kareem Hunt, just because Kareem Hunt deserves to be on a winning team this year, and we're going to win some games. This year, we're going to double our win total. I feel good. I could say this. I feel good that I do not have a last place team.
Yeah.
I feel at least 100 times better than I did last year when I sat down in this chair and was instantly knowing that the next 16 weeks were going to be hell. So I feel good about my team, which scares the living shit out of me.
Yeah.
Because anytime I've ever felt good about a fantasy team, it's never worked out well.
Ended up working out
So-
whatsoever. You always
so
end
last
up
year I
getting
did feel like
last.
shit about my fantasy team, and it didn't work out well. So if I'm just competitive, that's all I care about. Let's just build on more than 2 wins right now. I'm not even worried about first place. I am worried about just building. Just win some weeks, lose some weeks, have fun for once. That's what I'm hoping for.
Prediction for the season, gonna finish in the top half, gonna be between me and Sexy for the division win, and then we'll just see what happens when we get to the playoffs. It's a long season, super confident
He
in
must
my
be in
abilities on the
with
wire,
Casey
finish in
and
the top,
JMO.
make the playoffs, and we'll go from there. We don't be too
If they're
confident,
if it's
because, like I
hey,
said, the middle of
if
the
it's
draft,
Nate
that'll iffy,
and
but this is a new
Sexy
year,
competing for
Nate
the
in it
division,
with
they
me.
must be in a
Let's see what we
division
can
with
do.
Casey
I think
and
I'm gonna win, to be
JMO.
honest with you. I do love my team. I think the only weakness is tight end, and I'm fine. I think I've had barbecue sauce on my forehead this entire time. I'll be honest with you guys. All right. That's just what it is. But yeah, my only weakness is tight end, which since the dawn of time, punting off tight end I think is absolutely fine. We'll just play the waivers.
I don't necessarily like my draft, but I think compared to other teams, it's looking all right.
So I think Tony's got a really good team. If I had to pick a top 3, I'm obviously going to pick myself. If you don't pick yourself, come on.
I would go with
It's
Nick,
the players you like the
Joe.
most. So you got to pick yourself top 3. And then I'd say Tony and Nate, my other 2 in the top 3.
I think I have a pretty good chance if everyone hits. My projection's really low, obviously, for week 1 with no real starting running back.
Tony and Nate.
But yeah, I like my squad. I face off with Joe week 1. I'm excited for that one. Obviously, he was fucking horrible last year, but fresh team. He kind of ran the rock by drafting his team, and
I
should be a good
think
matchup.
Joe and
So,
Nick are my top
hook 'em
2 for
horns,
sure.
And I need a team name. So if anyone has a good team name for me, shoot me a DM, and I will make that my team name.
If I'm making predictions right now, I think I'm going to make the playoffs with J-Mo. I think that's my prediction. I think Casey and Tony I think Casey and Tony have probably my least favorite teams, but there's just literally no point of going on record and saying that you hate teams because it never ages.
Yeah, it's never
well.
going to end up
So
working out. I could say
I'm going to finish last
I
place.
really
I'm
don't
gonna
like
get fourth
Casey's
place
team,
in
and
the
he's going to
Pookie
end
Bears
up getting
division.
first.
But it's actually Pookie Bears division until it's backwards. It was always us. Everyone else, I think, drafted well. Joe came in, drafted a good team after third place finish, after last place finish. Proud of him. So a lot of boomer bust guys. I'm last place. Joe's probably first place. We'll leave it at that.
Cook. You love to see it. Welcome home, goat. Make drop a like, ho. Hein. Well, guys, that's it. We watched the entire thing. We made it through the entire thing. If you guys like this video and you guys want to see more videos like it, make sure you smash a like button. Comment if you're new here. Subscribe. I love doing stuff like this. I loved watching the video. Again, definitely think that Joe and Nick have the best teams. Definitely think that Jack probably... No, sorry, not Jack. Casey, I think, ended up with the worst. I think J-Mo's down there as well. But if you guys like that and you want to see more videos like it, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.